to riverine areas and communities which find it difficult to access our district offices as a result of distance. The selection of the 785 unwieldy areas, as mentioned, was prepared in collaboration with our staff in the field as well as the political parties. Ladies and gentlemen, we have also selected 25 public universities where registration will take place. One may ask, why 25 public universities? The 25 universities have been chosen due to the fact that they have a high number of persons on the campus who are resident on the campus, unlike private universities where you don't have many of the students resident on campus. As a result, we believe that we will be able to register a good number of first-time voters at a go on these campuses that have been selected. It is equally important to highlight that we have gazetted all our registration centers as well as the movement plans that will be followed by our mobile teams. In fulfillment of Regulation 3 of CI 91 as amended, which requires us to provide at least 21 days notice to the political parties, we have briefed all our political parties of the upcoming registration exercise. This took place on Thursday, the 7th of March, during our IPAC meeting. And we shared with the parties the various centers nationwide, as well as the movement plan. I'd like to mention that the gazetted centers, our registration centers, as well as our movement plan, have been posted on our website. By informing the political parties as required by law, parties are now able to plan and prepare their agents to observe the voters' registration exercise nationwide. The Commission has always maintained that any interested party should, at the click of the button, be able to know the number of registered voters per day nationwide. This is because we provide them with adequate information that allows them to train their monitors or their agents to observe the exercise. In addition to that, we are mindful and we are confident that the observers also take a record of persons who come through to register on a daily basis at all the registration centers. Additionally, the kits or the registration kits have the capacity to print a start of day and end of day report, and copies of these are available to the agents of the political parties. Therefore, any political party, if they are interested, should know the number of persons who have registered in all the centers in any given day. We are confident that the arrangements we have deployed will help bring the registration activities closer to the doorstep of the citizenry. In 2023, we targeted approximately 700,000 new registrants, and we far exceeded that by registering 910,000 new registrants. We have no doubt that with these arrangements in place, we will exceed our target of 623,000 new registrants this time around. Ladies and gentlemen, over the last few months, we've invested a considerable amount of time into procuring our materials and logistics for the registration exercise and the election as a whole. Since 2020, we have adopted an open competitive bidding process as the method of our procurement. As such, with approximately 95% of our procurement advertised in the local newspapers, we are able to obtain value for money for our services and for materials. It has equally injected competition into our procurement and drastically reduced the prices at which we procure our materials. It is not a wonder that we managed to lower the cost of our election from $13 per head in 2016 to $7.70 per head in 2020. and saved our nation a substantial amount of $90 million United States dollars. I'll now turn my attention to the distribution of materials and logistics. We have effectively distributed all our materials to the regions and districts, and we are confident that there will be no short supply. Additionally, our biometric voter registration kits, as well as spare kits to serve as backups, have been distributed to the regions and districts. We have spent the last few months laying the building blocks for peaceful, credible, and transparent electoral processes and elections in December 2024. And in addition to the two measures aforementioned, our key building block, which relates to the hiring of qualified personnel to assist the Commission in undertaking the election, has been achieved. As some of you may have observed, the Commission advertised this in the Daily Graphic of 5th of February 2024 and called for qualified persons to apply for the positions of returning officers and deputy returning officers. I'm happy to note that we have successfully recruited returning officers and deputy returning officers for each of our 268 district offices nationwide. For the first time in our history, we have created a database of these officers, and we can now identify them by their names, photographs, Ghana cards, and voter ID cards, as well as residential addresses. Hitherto, they existed on paper. They were names on paper. Today, we are able to match a person's name and to his photograph and ID card and so on. I'm pleased to note that the interviews for returning officers and deputy returning officers were conducted in a fair and open and transparent manner. Interview panels were constituted nationwide. The best station persons who successfully went through the interviews have been included on the database established for this purpose. I'm happy to note that all persons recruited have no less than 8 years working experience with the Commission, having served as either returning officers, deputy returning officers, or presiding officers in past elections. What this means is that every person who has been recruited as a returning officer or a deputy returning officer has had previous working experience with us, either working as returning officers or deputy returning officers or presiding officers in past elections. Therefore, I'd like to mention that there is no truth in the allegation that the Commission received the names of returning officers from district chief executives, etc. In any case, the Commission will make and has always made available the names and photographs of its returning officers and deputy returning officers to the political parties. And any party can object to the name of a selected returning officer or deputy returning officer. The Commission, on receiving the objections, may institute investigations, and if the allegations are found to be true, that candidate will be disengaged. On the contrary, if there is no substance to the allegation, the person objected to will be maintained. It is our desire to continue to operate a transparent and open door policy in all our dealings. I'm happy to note that some selected returning officers will work as registration supervisors during this registration exercise. In all, 3,277 officials made up of permanent and temporary staff have been trained to undertake various roles in this 21-day voter registration exercise. I'd like to turn my attention to the mode of registration. Ladies and gentlemen, the registration will be for 21 days, and it will include Saturdays and Sundays. All our district offices will have fixed teams ranging from 2 to 3 teams, depending on the size of the district and the expectation of the number of registered voters to come through. The teams will work throughout the period in their offices. The mobile teams, as the name connotes, will move around from one electoral area to the next electoral area. They will spend 2 days in each electoral area and register qualified applicants in a particular electoral area, as well as the catchment area around that electoral area where they are at any given point. What this means is that once the mobile teams visits an electoral area, they will spend 2 days there. But you find that there are other electoral areas around there, and anybody who visits a particular electoral area from a nearby electoral area would be registered. However, our officers would inquire from them the closest polling station to the area where they reside, and they will register them in those polling stations appropriately. The mobile teams assigned to the 25 public universities will, however, spend 3 days in each public university. We would like to talk about the eligibility criteria. CI 91, as amended by CI 126, will be used for the voters' registration exercise. Only Ghanaians 18 years and above who are of sound mind and who have not previously registered can register to vote. Eligible voters must be resident or ordinarily resident in the district where they intend to vote. The documents required for registration are either the Ghana passport or the Ghana card, that is the national identification card issued by the National Identification Authority. Voters, eligible voters who do not possess any of the above documents are required by law to visit the district officers in the district where they reside with 2 guarantors. And these 2 guarantors must be persons who are already registered voters to vouch for their citizenship and age. Sadly, in 2023, during the voters' registration exercise, the guarantor system was abused, and we found persons vouching for more than the 10 persons as the law prescribes. Our law prescribes that a guarantor should not guarantee for more than 10 persons. However, in the 2023 voters' registration exercise, we observed that some guarantors guaranteed for more than 10 persons. The Commission is engaging with the Data Protection Agency and the Ghana Police Service to explore avenues to bring the violators of the guarantor system to book. Subsection 4 of Regulation 1 of CI 91 as amended states that a registered voter shall not guarantee the identity of more than 10 persons. So it is an offense to guarantee for more than 10 persons. And we observed after our 2023 voters registration exercise that some of the guarantors violated this law. Security. We have to date held extensive discussions with the National Election Security Task Force under the leadership of the Inspector General of Police. We have provided them with the locations of the registration centers and the movement plans of our mobile teams. We have also informed them about our concerns, particularly relating to minors, that is underage voters, attempting to access our voters register.
The best station in the capital.
Good afternoon. Yamwakwa Basonko at the Bami Mighty So. A higher neat 100.9 FM. You live our Facebook and our YouTube. Production crew Ayakra, Joe Damia Drumak, Jero Saj, my friend man, and I will suffer. Wada Romana, we are Michidom. Meamini Abema Kwame and Chromatic Yasu producer from afar. I was your boy, chia obi bia osabre otemenne emi bisa se no honam mo te sen
them say me no fit jump them say you no fit jump them say we no fit jump
baby bia koya praise the Lord
them say you no fit jump
then man koye said de nka wo hwehwe no so so don't worry
what mo bui na chacha ikati mo wo kra wo banya
enche kra ebetwam why so see for WhatsApp line activate 0503721744 0503721744 wait me the comments or messages no afa Facebook live and I say o the befa WhatsApp line no eso looking kind of breast fatamo ede amount so see for me kai wo say enne eye benada me bosom de to so enso 7th May 2024 in the year of our Lord. When me say adie bi koso abrabo mu ahwe say wo fat ete ne abenidie mu ohu eya normally won tai enhwe enipa wo mo do wo hu nipa wo mo dwene wo hu na emom no omo edi hu konkonsa wo mo atwitwa wo nantin wo mo afusu jagum no omo na ya normally ya dwene ta akọ won so ye woni pa bi ho no mo a situation wuwo mu no no matter how you appear omo accept o omo gi wutum said de wotie no a bibia e mata ho what I say ni patenti wuhunu ni pa ya menua obi ye bibia o mane hawo o mane ntete o
amaka minya matu
ese se ni pa nyina do wo adue
amaka minya matu
danso na nipa nyina ntimi ntan wo na ne tie bia se nipa 999 etan wo a baako ebedo edru ba bia ase ayi ototwene ase mpewasem ase wo de usukura enimfaso kai hunu se wo somboma obi normally ya relationships mu aware mu be matimi bie na no obatimi bie na no wo so ba ne me wo so be ma ne me sankama nwa ho na be wa woboa wo de me se ma ware no mu ntete na hwe ade ube hunu emma papa ube hia wo mo na wona bon say yes e ma waste me time ube hunu mema papa ube hia wo dem na be nu hu say
no fit jump
na me brei na me titi na me swing na ne ma pa bi wo baabi ka papa no ka say ai say de baabi ati de ye we nnoi
na chacha ikati mo wo kra
wo ka say asem no aha
na gbewa
ya fe na me ba be koma wie me ma good afternoon a special one pa enkoma odofo bi a wotie me awie Edwa se Saudi wa fidie na to 100.9 FM enchia wo kese pa enkoma me wo fa ba kope honorable Buachi Ejako former minister for energy in the Republic of Ghana and amia medium honorable Nana Akomia who is also part of the campaign team of His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Dr. Gideon Buakon, Miyera Julius Debra, former Chief of Staff or former President Mahama Napenso, Honorable Kwabna Minta Akando, Eba Health Committee, Ewo Parliament or a ranking member Edaso. Nana Ejenim Boateng otumfo amu amahene enono Dr. Christopher Ampedu the Samaritan enim say by now there a dwagu yiraw e office abrosanum honomo ebia na fidie ne da Neat FM 100.9 anopa wi anwumra na dwede suom 24/7 onyimfiri ho onsesa no da bia na etwagu Mr. Doc bomodian na radio no system my radio no nya kese kakra so ho aha ne je agumu ho Dr. Shadrack Ajete Sowa last one one Auntie Marian ene busuafo ni nyinara Clement ne omo ekeka ho Castro obia wo busuo no bia me mama special good afternoon sonko na we eye happy birthday bia me de emma me dofo ba kope mia me wofa ba kope ena ne love one tintin enono Mrs. Salina Echa Bonsu Nankasia of Abakope, Uncle Richie of R&B Farms, Richie Plantation, Mrs. Salina, Echabunsu, Uncle Richie, Yere Bakope. Or your CEO on a dark wash ice natural mineral water and all. And ne or dini birthday. Ye fa queen so na ya wishing a glorious happy birthday. The sir was so shura at the man of crack. And obia a ye also celebrate your birthday. And I know Kwasia Dajumedi be a so the Grace Experience. We a Gan West YAF Young Adult Fellowship for one share said Jumedi. I Jumedi Sonkwa. In fact, Ukobi out to say yes, the presence of His grace was abundant. What is here? Nyami Mwado Miniano. It is a one from whom Yami Minia wo ya catchy. Ye wild. Nyami Mwade. The Grace Experience, afia Fijumedia, Yafo, Afato on Hoso, Presbyterian Church of Ghana, Young Adult Fellowship, Ga West Presbytery, no, and to Sana Moyi, Fibia, one more Eshishan, come, a feed ye a basso, our Kaneshi Presby, na ahomeka, na enika, na emo de yankasa. It will be bia, ye to suffer with when Munyame better a so ye bompa ye dow sen yankupon shra at the mount. A sign that was sippy. See a to suffer more. Moje so na mwana ni mochi amaye. I was here for me day at the mami be a makwafo. Bet me a friend me be the one woman gadama mi soja be a mabro for day yabi. O friend me a mejo sododo. Me na me di jumadi ho chia me free sabre ko se no nine ebebo no nine boa. Ye beji mutata edemo akufie na chese OLA MICHAEL ene na pamfo mo so agye adwa no
Them say me no fit jump.
Edi aside ne ka bia makunu Ghana Limited for under Roman omo eta ye che wie mi edi dwumade abremo kunu fo wonu nwanwaso ebo asiesie ni padua no ba fichi ko ho semenko yi araba bazempels ebebo wa asiesie ni padua no kama ama wo mpam gro ene wa fichi ko ho sem nyina agina ne nan so kama amwani agye nanso ena Mr. KO eye memedro sonko afe solo libido for ene premature ejaculators Monsu muntie miai na mode ye wo ho konkon kunu Ghana Limited for no beboa mo Mr. KO and na kin tablet so ho BP na tete wa me ajo ato ayasabia wani ahirete wuntimi nya ho hwe awonsanka kin tablet wate na beboa wo yie pa enura ho do eboa nipadua no manipadua ntimi gina ne nan so de eye kunu fo a eno mo de aba wo hwe wo ewo Islegona Champion Junction. Maybe a tone Robia so kwa ubenya sen rebi at all. Padaroma na wie wo mo boy chidom na ye de dwumade ye memanti ye de ababe sommo kama pa. Na ade ba ko bi a me boso na ma bi telephone lines na mo so monso modem adwenkyere aba efa limited voters registration exercise here electoral commission e bi kwayato on so bi a wanya fihye du enwotwe ko na kokotwere udin obi ho no ma wanya be 42 years ontwere ni din onto abada enso eba se e criticize aban a won di kan sabe uye nyansani na wanko register ankoto aba na wanfa wunyansa no an select nyansani a sebe mpedua samwani mu a mufa ncheme enkwasiafo ne wom no ebekwa akoto aba eyi okwasea amraba bediu nyansani so enti eduru abato di ntwura menua emfa won sanche odam ne fam ntena ho no mo eseme de me nkoto na me de me buafu na obuafu hwan obuafu wa kwana kotwere wudin na koto aba kire wadwen okroboti power no wo wonsam ene wo you can make the change that you want to see in Ghana. It is a wotena ho na wankwa ankotwere wudin eduru abato so wankwa ankoto a menua na se akoto aba yi de yen ye peno a don't stand anywhere to criticize. No. Ye beka say, nyo bia ne kumantwi, na emom no, bo asia kono a na odiniti age akirema. anya bia wakwa akotwere wudin ye na wokotwero ye no wohia problems bi ana eno na ye di ho enkomo enti wobetimi afre na wonso so problems bi ana challenge bi a ofa mu bra okọ akwakọ register no wone yen ache eye 0302 243 540 0302 257 902 ofra now do adwenche aba. Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mami Soja.
Beba chodi ni bebia frefi.
Mami Soja, your premier Ebenezer.
Eben, it's you.
Ana ma ote di de Benji 1.
Benji 1. Yankwa Benji.
Mami biama we de me da se papa for opportunity a odi awame. Mami biama ene mo ka asem bi nso ma to makoma so papa mo news a mo ye no. Sani aya mo fira no mo ebisa se o ekro we den na munya den na se ena dia mo ye ne se ye ti new district no nyama abai na ye wo no mo kai me ni achi e wo nyama isha mo.
Yeah, that's it.
Mami biama yembra back to your issue no. Upon ya moye ya mehu a me so me monitor me share no ni nyina ye network the message yi ti for ne say am be share na network na aye juma ye na ti ochina for no ye nya da complaint me da se
Men so me da sipi. Hello, good afternoon.
Mami Soja Bianchi 1.
Yeah, mpacho di ni bebia frefi.
We wa woda fu kunu ba ko pe no kure as.
Oh, odo ye wu.
Milo.
Yankwa.
Ni so mo ye die.
Nyame adom na nso e.
Ya, nyame de wa na family o.
Yo.
Aka ya ba no be ya boy.
Ebeye, baba. Yankasa.
Mami tia me income en jo na bo Felix na ko yo kuno. So chia pa na ubo mo di tiu papa. Abapa oba kaswa awutu senye isa ye twi ye mami di mensa eni boss na asare adwan baso obeje di se register ekoso code a edaso ewo central kaswa awutu senye iti no Eastern region code and edaso serial number na edaso Eastern region serial number and ewoso Mami Soja
Bitio.
Serial number that registration card na ye no so no. Eastern region.
Ehefa no omo ye registration says here.
Ewo akaswa ewutu senye is ofanko River.
Na what dey na Eastern region code be pie.
No, enti ye ka tire ye mami je mensa say. Omo ada omo sorry. Yen ya ka tire on say machines na ayira ye be monitor bibiara ekoso. Etiyan bini amma Eastern region machine MPA ewa central region. Near the register yet will be the quack to about when you're challenges. Almost some more problems. Like this time, you need the whole the subsidy of watering. Young mom quite and mom from and any acquire. And then look at the acquire 6 months of green broker. Up to now, I mean, work at the only to be used to card about compom some of the other. But there's no more. Mo sorry, mo kasa ye kan na mo defend madani MPP first person and mo defend my MPP as mo duma sesa mo ye mo nye obi to aso
Meda Sipi. Hello, good afternoon.
Oh boy, ye defend yanka o wafre.
Hey, what's say?
Ajani mo ni me ka se biro ban ko be.
Ajani mo de chese de bia ntokwa a wuntimi nwi ni eno so na woko. Boy, yanko.
NDC 4% adodo. Sorry, Ghana po. Me chia me mo adwuma so. Me na dia me kan say transfer vote you know. And me kan ho asem kakra. Say no, we betimi a transfer na. Project din twa na ye actually ana me mo.
We ni ye din na ye tro wo mo a omu din nim no to bo ase. We ye omo a e tro wo mu din. Omudini abato onwumemu wo mo anya mfihye du nwotwe obi won so awanya abro saa but ne dini abato onwumemu mo na ya bie saa kwanya ma mo se mo nkonkotwere mu din ebre so se ye pesa wo transfer of vote I think say electoral commission de saa da no ebeba ntia ye step by step
ana kada ko mun jiu we wa je jawo ko na wa ko ye transfer enye edianjimen ko sala kran ko ha ne mu se won twere udi bia kwana ko twere na je wo wedi card kama ne ko to abama MPP because ye ni beti ye bu o mana ye de ndisa wan hiya wa yira bye
Meda Sipi hello good afternoon
afternoon mama na pum tren
Yesu adom na mpa chonso
mama ma misimi hu ye papa
udin
mama hu ne fifi madina
okay fi yanko
mama won fifi to bon wa bon den mu won kata e be gino ad beto kwa mi sefe kan wa ya we na ni mi se ende obi akochuri di won ye transfer no wo baby start no baby se mama bia makwafu no cheche mu nchro wo pipi fu so mu se ndi sifa bon ma bo kaka ko di na hwe yi wo manu mama ende mu se mu news awotamale won se mama be ka just to dem pay generator so because of do so anything so dum lighter wo ma so won se tamale went to my kofa generator and this MPP form one can boom up for generator I'm with better commission do juma it is when you catch on say to commission do abandon to intrude with ya you can see a bois and something that the one will report out maybe two one will report no can yes tamale when to one for generator let commission go for generator ma party na kofa and so ma me better no back say Letter commission, district office, then put generating so one more muska on pay generating so. Now, we'll do like on that for generators. Can we? Wait a second for the same thing we can for some $1 million, $1. I went to my the Kamandama, what the Bramadina, High School one, walk of fireman school, what $7 million in Subia what they to all. No one can talk about wait to send people from Mabon, a general Mabon, you move here. No, NBC.
Hello, good afternoon.
Mami Jama, I want to
yes, so Robo kwasi boate anya bia baby awukotwere wudin no wuhia challenge bi wo ho.
Mami mba cho mi obi kampa.
Yanko.
Kwa Roma, many of the case don't mean tell about Copenhagen Command. Robert Lam to come from Medina no one ko Fatma Abubakar, Probation Minister, Mami Buadia Prime Minister no. Mami. Me say Kaswa enemy. Na no kwata be kan say go number do boa ma me so boa on number bi o ba bi ko me ko boa me so boa me so me na bi go back man o boa o ye ni enu endi for say yo ye true in say on be to mo come on go through mo di no am ko na ni ka on ba dress ta mo through bi le true ye ba no mu ru ka electoral commission and as you be electoral commission I don't think as you be as you kuno about Obama MPP say yo ani ha ani kwa true ya to ba from lose no na commission no ni nfa ni kono our party of no we can say we are comfortably say ya no mo
hello good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mami Diama.
Pepacho, Achiasini.
Ani wa mo ya wuni abema.
Yago.
Oh, nice one. Idea no kura ni say adia eye me depa ni say. Eye ye nua no NDC for. Esan say omo ti omo party no. Omo the propaganda secretary any propaganda chairman. Sunsun and on this year, and we do a mokoda, a ya propaganda. So, yeah, any power figure, so Kasai, as he said, yes, or see, the electoral commissioner and the Eastern region code, and or the central region. And I do the same thing. And the letters of a social say, pulling center, or no one aircraft in the Samia, our no who's our code, no, Obian Talent here, no, Bia Macasam. Me pato on se kaso for beka saeno che enimguasia onanka so tinisia ontie ta amafo kura ehuani so oboa Enti me ka say Ghana for say Ghana for say omo de frakada e bobe dada mo ka say eyi omo de eyi first 24 economy e di be money so na man say ya mo ba sa kokoton mo eyi mo kala mo
Beba cha baby a wo kotro wudi no wo share challenge bi wo ho ana na say obi kotro ni dia wo share challenge. That is what we are discussing this afternoon. Ajanse. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone.
Me pa cho dini baby afrefi.
Me pa cho frame double taxi driver me free Medina.
Yo, double so what me akotro di ana obi akotro a wo share challenge.
Oh, me pa cho me dey me ID card da matro me din da. Ana mo bi e say yanko hwe like e din ya da me ko hwe me din wo kama. Na we me dey me nkan no as the mechanic say omo nya 18 years no ye to mo cho. Omo mo di no mo nko tro mu bi. Because who complaining na sister go control di na ye ko to aba wan tin anto aba. Complaining na be complaining na ye kwa. Yes, ro bia so mo complain omo nko tro mu di. Ni ento aba ni yi aba boni we mfiri so misiri obia no ana me ka me pa.
Hello, good afternoon. Yes, wa dumo mpacho dini baby afrefi.
Kini fufa ka central. Ya, obiama ade o mu ni se da na o kasua no a be ka se pese Eastern region vote akọ Syria no be ya akọ man for tuna no ti bo no eni kwa se bo tuna no ti bo that dey e dia apeda eta eni confusion because no ko wan ka kasua o ti e wutu se eti eni o ti ne so no me fan check say mo na bola go dey mati na me say no me do yen dia de nam sai di so ni na do di akra etiti o premier di akoso di na agbo ada di na no ko so bo mu de so be so di no mo ma ye ababa di de na etro ni etro etumu ye etro di abeta ya gin ama Ghana mpu ebuncho ni nkoso akwa animu na se ye betira je di a ye wu se NBC MPP no kata 2 good years o mo dia beto am na mo say 2 etu mi anfa o mi empaki o mo ye fa na bola go le ma say ani Ghana po a de independence ni gero na ye tu fa o ma na ekosi ye na they say we play MPP ni NDC a da bia de o mo Canada na da bia o mo ka o vice president da mu da na oka do mama da na oka we play on the bola go le ma say new vision new ideas e ko na o de ba e so ni mu na e ku ye ni
Hello, good afternoon.
Mame biama pafu.
Yes, Bajo Udini baby afrefi.
Mame biama yabi.
Yabi.
Mame brofu there.
Yes.
Well, ya be man na amwa ku.
Na amwa voice na a trek me pa. Kami Udin. Bibi abako there.
Adom ne fa boni
Yenko.
Me ti da wo so ne no pa ko na.
Adom ne ahwe Etio.
Mame biama. Me gidi se be bia ye chiro din bia no. Mo anamutifo ho anameboa. Enti de ekoto ka so a obi se ye de isi gira code na abaka so se ye no. Ogi de se en kura anti anka obi anka ho asem ye.
Ya bo akire enti ye de ho anu ye beba.
Mesre any bia de be point so. Anyway, e been showing and kwaba ano ma won di election. And the other is okay when you ya and control the being. Me look at your to abana. Would wait not to abani. Actually, watching actually part of person or do so. Because maybe the margin you say you are Dr. Mahmoud Bam, a young man, can ha. Then a bear crab because obey a vice no, you only modern more, you only influence, you would get with my yama or man can have and then don't tell them a new let's have cardinal. You about me here. Now, okay, 30 minutes that. No, it's very high. May I can afford the hour what the end of the world as well with the one. Now, the Burman Benaga Bay, yeah. Maybe no Yachi or Tapas in Kevin can have one and take anti banner. You make it room. Near about Mamma, they were Mamma America, when you go.
no nim kwanya ya fa for na gana kwa go school free no dey ba ya enim wadin no nim kwa kwa ya fa for no timi tell them we new ka o na self ka da o for car so ba ya o wadin oni no timi tell them ayat transaction our bank dey go mobile phones o for car that dey ba na ba ma fari kana ha kana ebe de am obia anya so for so bi ba bia ma ya men ka o
on council homeda say hello good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Nadia.
Me ba chodi ni baby Afrifim.
Anka Chinio.
Uncle atu bia bako.
Adumio.
E da radi ase. Yanko.
Man ya sham. Muna moka eh.
Yeah, de bibi ohwen ya bibi e free home ma hwe nyame. Why?
Oh, nje yanko pa da onu na ogbo so nya ase nje o wa so ho anto no bi no. Ma che wa ni fe bi ya.
Okay. Yeah.
Eyo. Mami ya mami chef na buka e akompe kwa je phone. Ya mi sha no, ya mi mbo no ho ba, ya mi ma na ho din. Na bi o sina bi ala ya mi mama ombremo. Ona bo kodo okonkroma. Oye Minister of West House. Me je de me do ti wo information ministry no. So o de me do me na na do ba West House ministry no shebe kena. Gana ba ye okaba hwe. Nti ya mi sha no. Me tia do be we ya do. But me ta Abubakar. They will be a Minister of Information. Mamiama, me, and before I make out all day, the message on now, El Cosono, one shade year, papa, and this is more for the wake up. More for the wake up, and Casta, to work for when you go from chair, and Bashaman or for Catamasa. Oh, I go down for a warrior, and I, Niger from one and then water to Yamano. I never there. Galanta system na ka wonsi won se won ina wo wo Galanta system implementsra constituency biara NPP delegate wo wo do bi banda se ngu na nyim na hwe na ye Ghana nya bi se Ghana kasa hwehwe won hwe bi ye se NDC yo yin ba ya na ye wo hwehwe a shele challenge for let this as that wo ye no na me ye tin hwe ya hwe di ye Ghana manya na dum na na dan kwefu fa do ane Dr. Bawumia wo de he go do a se ne ba fo wo ko school free no jo mama wo abese o bu abese o men if Ghana fu mo say the end is for the no na come here na membu ta je if the end is kara membu fu ye na ba so ye di sele a membu fu ye ma wanyi o mo me say wo do no nka nya nka kakra na ti ya fa tu za jo mama wo ye chana yes, on 2 years, and I see a cannon where they are more in all the other money. Miss Redden for Ghana for Miss Ram, what shall we ye? Then this is a mamma, we had the Papa Biala chef, or from a Ghana. Share, read back a so road, yeah, okay. And this is what the boys say, good. Oh, Echo was a full worker, Echo was a Mancasa last week, Maple, a coffee, Mancasa, Mr. Calma West, or Mancasa, the challenge you want. When you know I had the past century, the ocean was trouble them NPP. Into what the West and quarrel in Waffle Cowatum, or Quanala, a quarrel way and other NPP for you, or ye, Echo as a full way, Miss Flagana for, and this one had the Papa Biala Magana for, Miss Lamo. One should want to abon Pama Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, then the partner, not the Dr. Kufad Wayam, on Triasun Yanquil.
Let us say hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Achodini baby Afrifi.
Kwame MPP ni me kasa free teshi.
Yo, Kwame yetio. Yes.
Zabe NDC fo aya anomako ne kone omukọ atifi ko hunsuo. Wa ba na fo be bisa se nsuo hwa na ho no. Nyame ne me dansi ni ansem American school ni akra or SS2. 116 years yo. O se or the ni vote ID card be kira me ba ko ye o se NDC your friend say family mine odiba school mo. At the card the few other first school for no cost for register one more. Abraham Kran 16 years and 15 years yo. Me come through Yankopon him. Oh, Tishi baby am away. Back where you are crammed in the card, and so on for me. I'm saying about what I know as in education or to Amano. Over here, what time I couldn't mention, I'm saying, and this young people say, young famamo, Abatua Midra, Monkaga, Mama, Namunka, and this is so you may have to catch it almost. Yes, you are doing good come and this is one this I want to know. Oh, we are not my car, I'm I am this for people for the away. Manu and I register in a minute dancing. Me, a crown or be cry. I am the best under my Jerry. I a crown, you know, the kind. I should say, a man age 18 years. also ya catcher am saying Ghana card nti we dey sorry na next time okoye na djuma obetuma ye voting ID card for nti nya Ghana card nti Ghana card na information waso a wuntumi nye bibia na we ni de obetuma sana sa ye foforo asaba ya keka to omitrim na NDC fo a register misinya me ne dance ni mi ntwa toroda so NDC fo this abani obu bia na o matwa o ho 10 people for enti dia kwaso na MPP mo amo ba bibia la musu nya bi obi a so nya bi wo onua aba no 16 years aso fa de ko ni register the NDC for you mo di no omu wi ama o matwa o ho se ne ani a ye de ye ni mo hwe samu so omu di akira ndi yi a omu pa omu ne bla ni anya yi ye hwe NDC assembly ma o kwaye sa ade no awa mo sister school for ani abi o mo de omu ye sa ba school mu omu hu ati.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mami Biama Kwafo.
Epacho dini baby afri.
Mami Kwafo Biama.
Yes, dear.
Yeah, one.
Thank you.
Yeah, Dr. Newman is my committee.
Oh, doctor. It's you.
Mambia, I'm sure the South Africa Bachi and Abachi, it's my way. And after so, until Ghana, Francis Sada, the first beta, or the first beta, vice, the Shamu. Farming. What's anything for the cow more bro, any everybody want to ma, would give me anything for, but I thought the favorite for us, a page up for, but we trouble in another door. So I said, Oba to Chia, I try to be rad. Rad, what about more, South Alba for the ticket from the movie, go chim, almost share anything, T-shirt, no more campaign. Try down no campaign, which are now, what only own us 20. Send this down and all this answer from the Samasabi, or when I could go to the sense, or more background. Our monk of 48 hours. Ni yanti yes on ko so for me su be before have good my west at every town on ba so maba no mu support na people for so I ready twa on papa o ma monitor the whole even na bonta be bia what would you know about man ya taba west ni no you be started to taba west ni the beauty and you have some about this you be the less won get taba west ni a unia and one ya the better no aha na chi da shi bia no ko o ma o sa be this house and you if you men no say ya be ba se me Obra mi toba wa na mi ko toba ko be sa wo baby na satan so so to me register ko wa me toba na obetimi aka to say apa do e say eti enya fe na ewia ye no mo boa obi to bi ko Supreme Court the highest court of the land how we need evidence how do say we ko tawon mo sika che ngo for is that mo say ye wi ni aba mo mi ni ekimi ko na ai for every for ewia ye yisi for ewia ye na omo yi sati go for ka to ko si ya kai for na ye oda bunum say anya no kra na mo di awon ba wo ka ibeni ekobeni Party Benny, now you body show to say, the what's ya? A for now, perform some of the or Momo. How much of a year should be 2024? It's a second of all, what push the NDC for Cano. Only at the Pepia Moye or Man Pedida that Mamma. We need be beyond my bio, the people of the assembly in a film. I see. We be able to premier now, or fire to your country, I just want to see. No be no at the good chance or second corruption. Who's corruption? I'll do said no.
Medase be. Hello, good afternoon.
Fine afternoon, Mambiama.
Epacho dini baby afri.
But all of you do in your Mississippi Center area.
Oh, if I did be aboko.
Yes, you don't know Bible.
The radias.
A child with you for me, say my girl, you can say with 3, Michiano de.
Oh, but my just say, of I'm just off.
And I'm here, Fatima to a Bubaka. I'm say a brand new allegation. This a which say no, said then it's a region year BPO code year BPO. Let's remo papa Mamubia, Mumotri, Namorena, brand new one, so can't take so not one rep for more. Minia, Ujina Hona the action. I really wait me up remove Zimbi at your good letter commission in Nimasi. So because we or the same Kaswa MC be a friend as Zuma Menza. A brand gauge, maybe you already know, Papa, I had season go 4 years from before Condinama, or Mutu, need to Puya, Mutu, Kokore, Mutu, the Gap of Kore, Moko and Yano Crack, Nay and Gondombo, Womo, that your propaganda, Nibina, now, or ye. Lady Mister, Father, Mamma can tell us, I know your own Mumbo. Mumbo, Namuria said your Okano, and Okra, say, the Gondombo was catching out or canoa. Now, the young register, I'm not Mandiana, woman, Miss Ramwa, Mummo, not a Mubati, no register.
na abani du hɔ no ma watu bum 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 ɛde ama owu aba omia na mundie na obi ama megina no nganjire sɛ dɛ NDC ne MPP asɛ man yɛnto aba ma kodwo Tremandin for the same President Kofo eti fati agata ɛwɔ bɔdwe ase edua banji to ɔbanye start mam biama me kura mi gyina ha no mu bi a me twi banji na mbia yɛ start ya ma fati a yɛdua banji nyinaa de ama wo sɛ fire start no na ɛma nya ho mfaso no banji ne sɛ bɔdwe ase fɔm hɔ no mu ɛproyɛ na mbo gyina no ka je sɛ wo wɔ ni suade ehunu bo fra wo de ba ehunu suade ehunu bo fra no wɔ yi ɔde sɛ yɛ wa memu ha ɛne ɛsɛ ɔde sɛ NDC foɔ akɔkɔsi ahwɛdeɛ fati ɛwɔ Elmina ɛfati no nkɔsi yɛ na ne boɔ no wɔ ho mmɔho mmienu ɛna nanado baeɛ no ɔsɛ oke sɛ moayɛ no awie a wode ɛnyɛ fee anankyerɛmaden kɔtɔ ahwedeɛ na fama nkurɔfoɔ no mmyɛ dɛ ɛmmi a yɛnyɛ sikiri no bi wɔ ha ahwedeɛ no mmie no nyinaa gu wiram aporɔ na ɔsan bɛka kyerɛ sɛ wo na woba de industrialization aba wokɔfa fii ɛne ɛde ɛyɛ wie kora ɛde ahyɛ wo nsa no kono kura wa dunia anye na bufro na wo betin aye edi mi semba bulu no mmomode na mu jo mu din no na abani du hon ma yenkotuma Dr. Bawumia no metoa enema na ekufo ado eye ne so medase
enso medase pe hello good afternoon yes udini be be afre for fakeni
new press station say
do chat enko
Probably my memory about the show. I will be my power ball. Nipacho, with the whole topic, you know, Nipacho, former Maslock, Mamina, Ghana court to say, I come for now, walk with America, Nipacho, yeah,
Pacho, and no, you better track a band that and election didn't try actually.
I think our topic on the medical busana, me person who's a bagana, I'm not question a woman, I come for no.
There be on
my almost yet to make us what you come for. We again is can also a young about America. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is one of Moko from my memory.
Madam Asia Hana was your former medical Sinina, Medemo, Ebesia, a neat 100.9, and that was so a guauti and a Mimai Gun and TNA, and SMP, and a guapno Swayeba, Abebo Bohon, Electoral Commissioner, share limited voter registration exercise. No, I say, Codeo, one more Eddie, this dear Atso, election 2024 stakeholders, and him said, one more Bibinina say, Bibi unity, ewo, edinchonumua, but one more for one more pet. Enkeka anase enye nieme bia ensemfata womo fa the right process so na omo ensolve anase resolve whatever the issue is and omo kra no kode ofo no womo deploy 195 observers ese womo mani eni electoral commission offense abato edinchiro no womo ni eni akire ye beko kode ofo ho na ye no womo akwakodi enkomo mampanyi abedi eche his excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say woni to frankama NPP ama yukono ne na probo ogusu say odnani akire ahafo mantam emu na ensem bia probo no mu wonam a wokeka no wo kire se sidi na ho oden ete kofom no eba NPP epanyi eso abanyi a wo so isu a watena so mfie enso ne fanyi a wo kire se enya dia tede eti aba fom no ye kese e wa ban yi penso wo de toto amanya hodo a abanya aba ekono a afei persons with disability wo so according to the vice president the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party obemo free tertiary education and also so wo ho enna o say waya krado se obesum oman Ghana ofrina kuma mutun ne na hoodin mu ebesom oman Ghana ya yemra yema Cecilia Abna Dapa ne nsensem no so eso na say de we pretu we so na we pretu we so Office of the Special Prosecutor preba na Attorney General Office so ono so apre na yokofo so de enenamfa na Attorney General and ode to yoko anim say probing Cecilia Dapa on money laundering is baseless and unnecessary. Eti no so honsem enono na AG so e de atudwa ese OSP wa exonerate Cecilia Brandapa and OSP office na ba bonte de abetudwa se nenyon kre we didn't exonerate Cecilia Dapa bia into way Office of the Special Prosecutor and one more eka e de akira ban lawyer penye Attorney General. Na former President John Dramani Mahama and ono so den de abebomo ha say and was say senyame ya na dom na Ghana for ato abama no 2024 abato emu December fi mu a obere na ban no ewiemu bia yakata so e wo ye maame Cecilia Benadapa ne nsensem no emu no obebie so na wadomu asu kwahwehwem na baabia no kre ene asotwe eda no wode ato amai we ne nsema hodo ene ye ba besi ni nyina akoso na yetimi abobo ho na yehwe baabia suswan ede bode ho no ebefa suswan ede bode ho no ebefa utie neat 100.9 FM mementi ena waso egu a utie no ye live ewo Ship House Abeka Junction Ship House ewo Abeka Junction ensembebre ena edi akotema menhwe Facebook live no na kakra aba no memfa messages ni bi emfemansana ya to aso oyibo boati the way for atwuma nyebre here no say vote for Dr. Baumia is a vote for development and progress. It is possible. Greetings to Sherry Mami Tiwachi incoming MP for Atuma Mwabiaja South oyibo boati edie eno no honorable Amwa Wuku MC atwuma Mwabiaja South osinchia kese enkoma Enoch Tete Kwame GH Asamanka said the limited registration begins today, and I urge all Ghanaian youth who are 18 and above to go out there and register and vote on 7th December to change this 419 NPP government who has become a problem on us. NPP never again. Greetings to the Asamanka Messiah Owen Kwame Frempoike darling boy incoming MP for Lower West Achim constituency and no Enoch dear and no Lagbani Frank and was a Baumia pamucho adjobre Musa Abatwa. I monitored the press conference by Madam Jane Mensah. I'm concerned that 2020 elections announcement was done through backdoor because the difference is clear. However, we thank God the agenda to exclude guarantor system was backfired. Those in remote areas can also get into the voters register in order to exercise their constitutional duty. Every Ghanaian should register and this Dumso and vote out this Dumso government. It's no messages kakra about Facebook live and a makenka ediamamono. Now my share ye WhatsApp line also eswe. IBMZ 1. The 7th December general election is crucial and dear to the hearts of Ghanaians. EC must expand the registration centers across the country. The network challenges and the distance to the district offices to register will definitely disenfranchise many Ghanaians who are qualified to register. EC must consider peace and stability during this registration and the 7th December general elections and do Ghanaian once. Fellow Ghanaian, okay, Mate, Ghana first. We Michael and Odifri Ashalaja. Ya Ode Ebaye. Meshak Asante Edway from Masama. Believing the words from Dr. Mahmoud Baumia is like putting your hand into fire. You will end up to cry later. Somebody who said they were building harbor for Cape Coast people, knowing very well that it was false. How can anyone trust such a person? The captain of all liars in Africa, Ghana forbid for him to become our leader. Chia, John and Jane all the way. Meshak Asante, Nedia Onoso Ede Abba Enono. Richard Amasaman, my lady, I am very sad today. Oh, Richard Aden, the death of the immediate past MCE for Wager by the Municipal Assembly, Honorable Patrick Kwesi Brakon Kumo, hit me like a bomb. It's not you alone, oh. It's not you alone. It was a shock to me, and I couldn't take it at all. In fact, now I know them. The MP for Wager by Honorable Tina Mensah blamed Nanato. Honorable Tina Mensah in a statement said the president sacked the 2023 National Best MCE because he supported her in the parliamentary primaries. May his gentle soul rest in perfect peace. May the CP Richard Odwefri Amasama and Odebai. Wofake New Plan Station. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia is our next president of Ghana. Simple. My regards to Yaya Kassimata, incoming member of parliament for Amasaman, and Robert Lamte, incoming member of parliament for Madina. Afei Enoch, I think Enoch Makai would ye no. Go Mensa Pilatu Dom Kwabenya constituency. Your vote is your power. Go and register and vote for Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia for a better Ghana. Greetings to lawyer Michael Quay Junior, aka Gabo, next MP for Dom Kwabenya constituency. Honorable Yaya Kasimata, aka Kasa, next MP for Masama constituency. Go Mensa Pilatu. Ono so edie awode aba enonom. Eja bata the way for akoti so I'm encouraging all Ghanaian youth to take part in the limited registration exercise so that we can vote against this family and friends MPP government. Okay. Yeah, that's it. I'm when fita papa. As a man questions, good afternoon. Maybe the registration is ongoing very well, but I personally don't understand some Ghanaians regards to incoming MP for Suhum Frank Esiedu Bekwe, AK Protozua and Odame Foundation. As a man kese. Okay, now you say no. Suhum for one more achusu Frank Esiedu Bekwe, AK Protozua. Okay. Emfa messages no ensi answer na yenko ensam foforo eso abusianfo enche ye ne kodelfo ebedi enkomo ye ne kodelfo ebedi enkita ho kakra na yahwe because omo soso atom ho agum omo fa nipa enko rounds kra on this limited voter registration exercise no nipa be 195 observers there womo atu womo gum ese womo enkonkohwe no momani omfomani eni abato edinchiro no echi se ne be ya bibini a wombehunu na womotia electoral commission na so na watoto enema eye enne being the first day no I think say said abato edinchiro etie bia no beginning first day no ankasa ya na there were a lot of lapses wo mu I think say emreko animo no all these things no was say etimima eto etwa because ya to aba we ka ho a ya trodi say 9 na ato aba on the 9th time a ye to aba na enema bi sa akoso a na etum say ya hadwene eti ye hwe na ye hu say ye ne kodelfo ebedi nkita ho a then we talk to them ni nyina mo no utie neat 100.9 your worship house ewo Abeka Junction. Mede edema me biamakwafo ye de asede ne kabia emma kunu Ghana Limited for na kunu for se anope awie menka nkyere wo se de na etet wo yare be ene ha wo yoba wo ye be ma omode a se obema wonsa aka kunu for wo mo enro ni bi na wonsa aka bia ebeboa wo yie papa ama bibia wo tete fa ho ewa pomdemo no SCP esita
records to the records of Dr. Baumia. Mr. Speaker, can Leonardo Pokwajiman compare her records to Dr. Baumia? Can your own John Mahama compare her records as vice president and as president to, Mr. Speaker, the records of Dr. Baumia? He cannot. But, Mr. Speaker, let me remind them that the economy before 2017 was characterized by low growth rates, high inflation, high fiscal deficit, negative primary balance, and trade balance, and depleted, Mr. Speaker, the gross international reserves. Mr. Speaker, at the close of 2016, Dr. Fortune was asking for facts. I'm coming to that. An assessment of the economy revealed the following: a limited fiscal space under Atu Fortune's watch.
Okay, was your for ye kwa homa so na yensa aka kodeo empanyefo ya inu amudi nkomo Mira girlfriend esiama ono ena odi edom no enim ya wodo mo ko apro girlfriend ewie ma good afternoon. Hello girlfriend.
Phil, you could not comply with all the conditionalities, Mr.
Hello girlfriend. Metonka. Bibi aboko de.
Nyankopon adaroma.
Yenya ntiese kodawfo mo to anamo ebo apro because of the limited registration exercise and then yes so far enema mo te saying.
Oh, so far, today, what's you know, we are sending observers, there's 195. A move 170. Any observers are a year Juma or East District officers are on your registration. A move 86, so you are spread almost a call a year registration centers now. How to reach areas the electoral commission. I said 2 days, we are 2 days, yes, I'll be moving a few on. And we say 86 observers. Observers no almost in the commission be Juma in those districts no only 2 days year if move south was why be another registration center need most what was into that's still winning and now so far no observers no quite around let us say by 7:30 no now observers we move 99% now omo various registration centers are ya signing almost say omo ko Juma and now a move best 96 this for Emma Omokwan say Omobetini aye observation as a kakedo ha umunya problems. Now problems may say electoral commission ma accreditation in term. And na amana a challenge. But you see I'm not there. Accreditation yade po isi wono. Omode ni na my aye gusua ye biaka ho juma say omode be my Adeba friend say sinto no say a ball best 10 a.m. no. Now Ocean Commission is 7 a.m. Let's say registration started. The ball best 10 a.m. no. Now registration centers is 84% in the open. Now Ocean registration centers be a year after it. Bono any Ashanti Legina. Now Sabia Yakasano, even Western North 10 a.m. Now registration centers now Omunti and starting Yaguma. If Mupano started there 12 and even 1. If we say a bit more activation code, we hear from the electoral commission. I'm so more machines now, but DVR kit now. We hear activation code. Now a bit more officers need to feel that almost activity, almost system no my juma. It's a delay registration, to the afternoon time. We share a bit more so now. I'm challenge me say light be any baby on my registration now. If you are more clear, I want to say, I'm watching that start now. A question and kind of watching that start registration. Best one. If you weigh your challenges are, you have to say, of course, and you have to be able to network challenges. Into almost to see up a DVR kit now with the registration. Now, a big issue, the washer said, and you have to be best 775 hard to reach areas are. Electoral commission no omo ko bia 2 days no ma ye juma na o matwa so nti 2 days no na about 1 na ye set up registration na o tumi say o ma lose almost 25% of time commission allocated for them to do the registration. Nti how are they going to get that time back? And no idea and say hagin na ebi won so no of the meeting no it's just registration centers now. The move half. Now there were no directional signs. Time one observers the no. Commission is no. Registration centers in the almost show directional sign. Offer her even registration center her. I say na registration center. Then the way into and more visibility around the registration centers now conformity na acquire registration and also because may bought in out of network issues. Aha, registration, my no affect you. Yaw Kakanka credits or data means the electoral commission, observers, every honor, not just Samia, registration and so. Our movement plan is different. When you are to commission, may I join if Omambeki or takes for arrangement, and I say, yeah, mistake, but me did pass a commission, no system, and seem to be about. Now, we need communication from them for them to be very clear. Now, Yakia here, baby, and she say, you know, assistant. Now, Ama, Yansua, you need the about to etino. Anything I'm for so more Samia, or waiting up Bob who ye, no more than one share, and living channel. Now, you do see a 12 bar, almost waiting at 12 bar.
Girlfriend, Mimi sa me bie me telephone lines no ene etiefo edinkita ho kakra ne na obi e ka ne se kaswa ofako eho no mo baby registration center ba ko ho no mo no machine no a omo use di atrodi no ekita Eastern Region Code mo na mo ntuo mu ni ade no mo observe bibisa nkrofo ni bi atia mo nan so se o makoba bia ama different region and machines and any code and a woman use one.
I think the yes are close to any yes a more activation code media moment ejuma nti omutimi etwen ho na ewia krabo ansa na omutimi asort size no out yen track ye machine no a e wo reading bi na akodi reading foforo na se basa nso a de be mo hu no e be activation problems na etde bi ankofo no bi face no nti we ene niam ye hu nti ye clear say activation no problems for some areas maybe timi aba because of some machine be or reading the akodi baby and I let try a bit the akodi baby ni na ye niam MCB timi ama the onko fo aka ho asem no ene so etimi aba
there may be sabio say ye free to abanye since 1992 ya to aba I think say 2024 yi ene de to so am say enwotwe anase nkono 9th one ye kwa akoto sa abai eye onwanwa say up to today ye ko register through din a ye fa sa friend say challenges emu esenka ba now ya overcome all these things ana
no kwe nema mi no commission no machine and omodi ejuma nti etede bia no many bi wo ha wo test system na se wunya no baby pot ya wo test ya ntimi wo se sa enema no ebetimi ati eme ya ba akon the person you know so this how the centralizer commission no in their preparations for some of these major election related events so your test system no wakra na fe we could do swamaya difference no any weather no any patterns any more the bio why bit na impact machine any more processes no na many sure that we have learned a lot from these things over the years into the work no a funny be no no clear e be say machine what testing na kra etna e bit na ba say nyaduma e be so say e kwa e fa so aye test e hu say machine ni na no correct no sinto kakra wo tenka yitime ekọ close to the beer the be use your machine no na ye tester and no betimi aboa me hu say e me so a baby a wo de machine ekọ no e betimi aye adwuma wo sa environment wo na baby wo ha e tosin so a watimi aso no ansa na mra wa hye e to be registration na wo beto aba no edru na ni nyina mu no ye hwe ne mu the commission no e be sisa ne ma mu ne nchihye mu na ye kwoto aba anasi ye registration bi e wo bi wa sa enema so moye no mo de tutu akwan mu e ma enema bia e to yie no omo betimi aye antana e braso e se ye beto aba anasi e be registration ba bi
enti more observation amoye no e be throughout the 20 days anase ene mu wi a e bia last day na masan akobio
so observation no egina ahodo bebre if registration or magistrate office you took 12 out of the 21 days that your observers stand by our monitor process no from the start to the close 12 out of the 21 days that 12 days na can watch them no you are spreading it out throughout the process first week no the first 5 days your observers are omoye juma o that district office you na the week next no your days be o ha your observers area juma the twice be no any the last 3 days so your observers are omoye juma o we are not to see wa a year 775 hard to reach areas no your cover in the 256 you spread it throughout the observation period in timrano man no you need Ghana for in na ebechichun komo na ye de anyama e coso registration so atuga na obi e hu se de e ko
go for the we better was you
yes me da me aba
yo I was here for yenu abema girlfriend asiama election lead war CDD Ghana and face so Kodel and out see and no bonkomono utie 100.9 mementi and wason egusono na and some yeba abebobo hono ebenyufo eneme ebedi sankomo yi NS Nana Kwame Osei Adade of the NPP, Godwin Mahama of the NDC, Nana into Emrichi or no political analyst. If I would show you, I drum a woman about becoming home. I was a menu for me, Mamma Quabo.
Yeah, no.
Mommy, I can't know what you're I'm writing names of Tonga. This is class 1 for you. What's in the own yedi? And I'm see oh be able to say easier by say doom some mine so must do provide generators. Doom some you provide generators. Yes, and you doom some has somebody Mommy my so somebody has the your friends the trademark for doom so he is called John Dramani Mahama. Oh no trademark. Yes
you wom say
no me say transformers who are doom some who are doom some
they were them
Mami na wo so be kan we
why
you make can doom na fa doom so light off
only say mo na my say abe household name Oxford dictionary doom so
I want online ko ba bia doom so John Dramani Mahama Japa there
but the fact is
no put ma obi anye
do you know say there's doom so
no mami this morning I raised this same issue
light off your bro for catch them
me say mami me say anope me can same way on a certain platform the way I Ghana for a behave busumi mienu busumi miensan ya yenka ni anhya da ngina so the way I Ghana for ageno should tell you the kind of pain Ghana for endure in the 4 years of
Ghana for go through that. It is because you refuse to give us a timetable. It is because you don't respect
Ghanaians. Whatever you will name it. And one is say mube schedule.
That's all.
Listen. Me I've been sleeping in darkness for so long. Just by the way.
Last week,
now there was annoying part and they say, one sorry or Adon, I will pay Kania the aya de unyao. By 6 o'clock, I wouldn't feel no. They are so Kanian. Sapphire day.
Oh, dear, no. Who friend doom so I ye. Call a spade a spade. What would dear no? Meti Adenta, Adenta Dodowa Road. They are moving the high tension cables now. A war road, no, never may explain that. They move high tension poles. I can see every coin walk because you buy coin. Adenta anopabiano. Omo ebe ye adwuma nti omo aka akire yen say ye ebe ye adwuma ye badum no.
What about the rest of the Ghanaians?
Obi ti baby a ne transformer nye ne kan ni anu aduru anwumre na ye ti say bobo ECG force report na obi so ti baby a ne kan ni anu transformer nye ti baby a ne kan ni anu duma na so enu kra metimi afra ne dum so kakra but onumpo my friend dum so kakra but onumpo busumi mienu ya ni hu awafa mu no na mfie 9 na oda mu no nti nipa na all pontificate no he has no right.
I've listened to so many experts on energy. Emi bia ye benya energy problem bia no eye niema miensa. Sanye capacity issue in terms of generation ebeye finance. Anya finance ebeye the normal technical problem which is also there. These are the three things. Under John Mahama time, the issue of capacity was there, finance was there, and sometimes technical fault.
Yeah, the first NDC.
Wait.
Finance.
The issue of capacity is a problem. Finance is a problem. Battled with technical problem.
NDC for me Mami, anya we no na won capacity problem.
A surface here, which was legacy, and at John Mahama time now. And
now solve
things are still happening.
No, you said you solved capacity. So why is the issue with capacity again?
This same thing are still happening. Baby, the say, Makacho say when it comes to energy, Yeah, but for 2 friend Esla to solve it. The government have decided not to use that money to clear the debt.
Electoral Commission has started Nana.
You see, they are not telling Ghanaians the truth.
The truth, yes.
And no quality in Kayabako. Say, I don't know. ABI your problem. Into Mumayan, Busuma Biesa. You bet to me FCS Yama. But 1 million tea. One has a small president. It's Ombra no Mekanche Ghana Fuse. One require time a president Kasano. Nankania off. One require President Kasevi at the chin. Nankania off.
Up to today.
And now me no Kase, some you plan to her. Then the woman ha. No nim. And now it's in there then. Is it doom so or and I light up?
Then doom says and I doom said.
Into doom says you overcome the same bro.
I don't trust you anymore. I don't trust you anymore.
Come where?
Nana me chance
you,
Electoral Commission Asher Limited voters registration. Me order. Adade and Godwin. Order. Your microphone is even off.
Yo, mami, medasi. Naminchia with you for ne ashafo. Naminchia minu eshia Adade Godwin. Ena Electoral Commission. Washe Jumedia. Why who did this? Obeye limited registration. Now wonga bilibinti wonga ntumi an register anto abanibi anase efe no wonga di 18 years wonso emra so se otumi to aba na wode wonga adwenkyere eba oman mu no emre naso na ebe start fiti ne akwa kodu 27th of May. And that means say me ha many are now roughly 20 or 21 days in what the Bible say Jume. Adiba kwa mehu ewo Jumedi we hu ne say. Impre de bia no say Jumedi be baswa. A lot of noise goes on with the political parties because I am not Electoral Commission. Niema bi wo hono ma political parties na ka but one person what the be juma. As we speak, registration no erekoso wa district offices anambwa sa district offices is here ekoso yi obi wo ho a mamemfa me district enye a typical example me district adoso tinkon okrasi ni nyina hye Akuapem North district ase otareso mangwase ni nyina hye Akuapem North district se obi fi mangwase na obeko district office a ewe kropon a ne dikan ada so obefa moto akọ tinkon na wafa bia fi tinkon aba adoso yes na wafi adoso akọ ekropon se ukika sa lorife ibom a se won atu lorife mu a na oriko almost about 60 to 70 cities in and out obi a odo wo mangwase oye farmer okuani sika pen no benya odebeko ekropon akwakoye registration enu ntina political parties ni kese impo se mo beye mpo a nka mo mane mra form se ne beye a obi biara betumi ayeden akọ register but Electoral Commission over the years adeba akọ amahu won ho se esan se ye de ahye ni team se oye independent institution ti oye bribi na otunu fokra o se minti da ni amaka na maka nti se abeko yo se nko yo ono ani se wodem na eyesa na emma political parties eboka because as we speak obia pe vote obia pe se amanfo to abaman nti ni obeye ni se ode bas beko akosi ho na wa basin krofo ayeden akọ saadi we nyina no eyeka se wo hwe oman mu ayewo mu sese na wo hwe sikasem baby akodu $1 ene ho nkeka ho na even afrimpo a Ubeto for ngo agum ne ka ene na di nyina na me hu ni say electoral commission wamwa because or the another hardship ababeto political parties so enu ntina say obehwa say edusa mmiri ya me mother political party PNC CPP GCPP ni nasefo no they find it difficult to even go to the grounds to be able to make sure say once one crop no won atumi ayeden e de trotrompu akosiwo akobaso going forward no I think say there should be an extensive debate or discussion on how to be able to do this kind of limited registration. Send a lot of people can get involved. They be an electoral commission or set a target. Say, hey, I need to register about 1 million people. But because of the process, ubehuna nipana or the scene and so register no na ankobanesa. And I don't know why they keep repeating the same mistakes over and over and over. Because as we speak, we see wakoto machines odebabeye limited registration. And so machines now okoto eno. Uto machines it is limited to about the 260 districts in Nkwa. And now say uto machines at the end of the day no odebeye over 33,000 polling stations in nyina and odebabeye juma. Muma yema no kware indedi ewo ejumaku bia yenga yeja to yan hu say they are the referees when it comes to elections in Ghana. Usha minye ni say MPP woje electoral commission di ena minye ni say NDC nso woje wondi PNC wonye wondi. Do you know why? Because they be an woko IPAC meeting na nhihye a wode ba no ebe wi achi no na electoral commission a jump Ghana e nsem bia betu gwa ubehwe no omo discuss wo IPAC nti emma no kware ne nyeden indedi na de bia no wonde ni say nsem abetu gwa na amanfu di hu abobo the next day na bo say microphones be brace ma me nanim efe no ba be yi ano no emfa hwema so just say yi ano no emfa hwema say wo hwe electoral commission ya otisu sese ya de bia mekesi adwuma bia ni asase isu a onkwane the first person a why bi adwuma bia wa asase isu obi aye bi da ansa na wo no oba beye nti se wo bai na wo beye ya bisa hu se onipa ko na bibesi na namu no kwan benso na no oya amanfu money di mbone sa na we bisa hu na impo nipa ne tiase a obetumi akọ no hu se akra papa anamena den na wo ye ntina debia no menko ame de asa debia no medinu amanfo bo na wo di ni de akoda na bibi obetumi akere no no so ayeden wa kere what the timetable tintin abeto ho wo ye registration wi a wo kwakoye transfer wanga kwakoye wanga won voters ID card ayira SSA electoral commission ohun say no the voters ID card is no more attractive. Do you know why it's no more attractive? Everybody wants to have a voters ID card, knowing because voters ID card no and only the form of identity. Ope say oko bank account or de ko. Ope say odi it say Ghana card ID card bia or de ko. But as we speak, the Ghana card has come to replace all these things. Inti mi hu say a free back so no obisa emabunu bi interview no obisa won say oba sorry no park akoye registration no masmo kan I don't think it's worth it because after all I was of the view say me kofa voters ID card now I'll be able to use it to open a bank account or I'll be able to use it to do some transactions, but as we speak the Ghana card has come to replace it. Until there's no point in me going to waste time stand in the sun go for voters ID card never I'll still go and vote for somebody who will not even make my life comfortable. This is the mindset of the ordinary Ghanaian out there. Mbabuni awedi 18 efe no rebasu. Okita some mindset we. It means he say ebedu miribinu the politicians will not even get people to go and stand in the sun to vote for them. Wonga beka ko jina wie mato aba ma wonga aye wonga busuafo and wonga wo feel say what the political party no. But that dey ntin say banisa. Esan say politicians no aya in such a way say no kware de no kware no wonka bi nkyere timamufo no na electoral commission so de ne de aba beta so na so de beta so a bisa ho se ebeye den na ye benya gidi e wo process ni mu. Elections is all about process, and processes na ye go through no, if at every stage there is doubt, there is nanso na niema bi nko yi a e ma process no enwie peye e mani medimu. But electoral commission here otisu sesei no why ne say ono no de because yes you are independent in uka bribia on fanye adwuma. But I ask, so we are independent, do you use your own pocket money to pay yourself? The answer is no. So we are independent. Other now bodyguards now our military bodyguards in asifu ni nyina no, you don't pay them from your pocket. And I say who can chop money or the man other than no fund to your hoka. But it is my taxpayers' money. What they yen nyina yeti hey yen taxpayers they be make an into dudu because what tell me no want to okoto bibia no way and no and wodi tua oka inti se wo ya de bi na ade na wo ye no ebe obstruct yen a ye tua oka na infaso be na wo se wote ho infaso bi anu se wote ho because wo hwe machines here wakwa fa bay places bi o ha na abranti kan o say network issues is one major issue was started I say aba. But I no crowd me blame no. Me blame electoral commissioner when it comes to network. Me blame she has no control over the network. It is up to younger ye preaching digitalization to extend say ama okwan ne so ayema nti ebe wiachi no na baby a ese say yetumi inya bribi kaka fi ho no na ama ho achoku. Nti mesre NCA the people who matters when it comes to our networks in this country. There are about 4 different networks. We have Telcel, we have MTN, we have Airtel, and then the rest. When you know, has the EC been able to talk to all of them? Because at a point, sometimes when as they say, nama, if you have 9 phones, you 2, 3, 4, and then phone, it's because the networks in India ubedu baby no na network ni bi nya adwuma anyway you should rely on another one. It is a electoral commissioner wo no kwakoye adwuma kasi bi say na say you are relying on only one networker. It is dangerous. And secondly, mente say akaka be nsem bia rekoso say bia mempene ma asimasi nko register anasa mempene ma obentin enko di line mu. The process so far now, my monitor has been smooth. With meme how and they say people find it difficult to go to some of the district like district offices because babia ebia obi wono ama so what typical village mo akurabi ye fro kentensu a ewo under esioko na udu esioko a se wo car enye 4x4 na obefa motor no ubetumi adi 45 minutes e wo kwan so nti se motor ni bi mfie kura na se maya untumi nsanko na bisa ho se nipa ne wo ho a obeden no waba aba betru ni din
me kai say me ba mahama wo so me kai say a friend say some time ago say last year mu ho na ye no so limited registration bibi say ya I think the parties need be a complaining say betumi anka yema registration no bank for say electoral commission meaning whether I'm right or wrong. Electoral commission issue statement say when it gets to the main registration ankasa no omo ebetrim e de akben omo for say the be obi a ebetimi at that time na omo afei na so omanya it assembly this was assembly elections or something something like that happened. And my electoral commission back out to say it drew major elections now ye be quite say obi enko tro ni din no a one more ebe ade no ebe ben o man for but it seems say it's still the same mama bremma
mama min share with you for ni na
it's here for just
yeah it is true but also unfortunate say with that promise during the limited registration last year, our electoral commissioner Jane Jane Mensah promises say ye bad the main election year. We make sure so they be called to the doorsteps of the people. No? She has not been able to fulfill it. The only thing I say, I think what added up, I think so far 775 polling stations and registration centers with about 25 university campuses. And I'm designated for the registration. But that is not enough. The reason is that in all, I think there were about 38,000 polling stations. I stand to be corrected. But any less than 38,000. But their minimum say about 38,000 polling stations. It is how person who designated baby for registration. Now designated less than 1,000. You've not done anything. Because less than 10% of the total polling stations are in this country. 2. Who kind the electoral commission CI? Omankasa omumra omudi akọ parliament a. Emra ne hye won say emri bi on person omoye registration bia no. So omoye registration no e wo baby a eda ye beto aba no. Ombe use as a polling station. And a baby say ye koto da de aba. So the issue is that so we say oh use o district offices e dey register. You say you say since when did the district offices became a voting center? None. And the Minjin into the 2024 general election, no, or designated district office as a voting center. Into our own action, contrary to our own CI. They had to reach areas since we are 775. No. What I'm saying is that there were more than data a year centers are on the day of voting, you use as voting centers. So why don't you add those places so that any just a mere walking distance? Commercial system I work as a mind is here in terms of the economic hardship. To even come by 100 Ghana cedi and there, enye easy. Mimi honum so the police station impo eko si baby to say kweku panfo. The only one anymore. Now case obi nfi obom. Enfa moto nko panfo a. The person will go in and out not less than 50 Ghana cedis. Just say occupy voter ID card purposely for voting. For the past 8 years, abiding to me nye bibia manim benefiting in life here. Inti so say sa 50 cedi nu en kon register. Do you know what I'm saying? That mebu nu so pay juma a onyaye. Ma unemployment rate moving from 8.4 under John Mahama. Ako 14.7 no pay juma ya onyaye no. Usika kra obenya no. Onfanfa car. Onfanfa moto. 100 cedi, 50 cedi, 150. Just to go to the center to go and register. The EC is not being fair. And ya can person obey obeti. Intinu me can we are Ghana need the stress the electoral commission take you through no. It should tell you the mindset of the government. Make us because the president can say EC boss, make sure you designate all the polling stations as registration centers. The Mensa cannot say foco. And because we practice a unitary state, executive presidency on our budget. Into the Osusu say about one and crop for no say yeah, you dare say onye. Into the MPP people keep supporting and as communicating in support of what the electoral commissioner is doing because almost supported their maame no eye no. And na ya share adie na say. So far I can tell you say the one near my economy. The electoral commission am fan 9 ANC fem. Amma yamfa niema and 2 year. We may not end it very well. Me no kasa please make have I ended my conversation? So wait. Me wiene manka. Then you tell me say I should have said it. One. Electoral commission catch and say obe designate generators all the centers because baby I know we are as on mine is here. Our lights are not stable. Do you get me? but me no ka say ntimi designating call all the centers here. Me no ka say anopa we places like some part of the northern region no more light out. Swama no more light out. Baby Eniha no more light out. Bekwai there was light out. Amenfi West na light in New York. Suhum no more ni light. Upper Dentra West na light in New York. Gomua Central na light in New York. Any baby. If this thing should continue like this, what the process? The electoral commission say or the generators basis you are, she should walk her talk. But man in your generators in Kwa because generator does not power with water. And I'm a fuel. More munko be able to say Ghana Fire Service in a jashi baby now from mutimi to move on baby on say in suo nika anim. We don't want situation they will tell us they will go and put an empty generator there. Light ne call out we na ye so you see full on yari anyho. So they should make sure say generator ne air kono na full on so ye den e kan. 2 issues of network problem. Nana say on blame me nana because on blame me I disagree with you.
How do you blame them? Because
electoral commission our offices throughout the whole district. And Omaye Juma throughout the whole polling station. In other words, Omaye Juma in all the communities before. Into Omunim Bebia network what problem? And a Bebia network any problem. Omunim Bebia a certain particular network Eye Juma wo and a Bebia maybe MTN in Ye Juma. Do you get me? So I'm guessing Mutimi taking all those things into consideration. So that you don't move say MTN I know say assign contractor. You don't move only MTN network throughout the whole country. Because you be an MTN network here there every year juma. The same way I movie all telecell network throughout the whole country because you be an telecell every year juma. This is due diligence. I say in this particular area, this is the particular network I the every year juma. Do you get me? Because I such a national exercise. As I say, would you due diligence? Now put you everything into consideration. Because all kinds of blame you one. Now you find say the whole 20 days. The network anye juma wo ma o ma anye juma. What then happens? What then happens? Do you blame the citizen who went but due to lack of network one anye juma na went me anye? No, they must make sure say network ebeye ejuma. Among crofone ti maiden a register. Me no ka say nana places like Volta region, places like Western North, baby to say North East, baby to say Ahafo, baby to say Western, Savannah, Greater Accra, Ashanti, Northern and Eastern region. And met me about particular places within those regions are almost facing network problems. I have the list here. I met me about those particular centers and as a district within the region facing network problem. Electoral Commission on share now on Swano. The next point is about starting time. Exercise way are very important. So we may see 1 hour. Within that 1 hour, Sankamwa Shasia, we would have registered people like 5, 6, or 10. So the more you delay time, the more you deprive people of access to register. Into Omuniomo presiding members, Enkasa. Not the issue of delayance should stop from today. Subsequently, say so much as yet 9, they should start 9 because my no can say baby to say Ashanti, some part didn't start early. Same to Western, Upper West, Northeast, Greater Accra, Eastern, and Savannah. These regions, there are some parts within that region. Omo and share ase and tem. And my last point, on start of day, printing of start of day, information available say about 90% of the registration centers presiding members am printed start of day report. And that thing is a very essential and fundamental when it comes to electoral process. Because I see it me monitor the time I shall here. Near to monitor the time I then at every point in time, Biano, except we print start of day report. Because my only be you print it straight from the BVR and the BVD. Because I will print it start of day. The sheet must come empty. Because that means you register OBI then. I was so here. So they are you be say machines na mudi fi EC office buy no. Before you brought it, no be adding in there. Any so. Because that's the first day. To print it start of day, it should be empty. Then the agent will sign. Now print it end of day, it be indicated the number of people that are registered within that day. Now no so agents now then assign. Then you give them a copy. So that the next day, we printed the start of day. We will start from where we ended the previous day.
That's it.
Until the lack of printing of start of day, the electoral commission must talk to their presiding members in the various centers. It is of essence and fundamental in the electoral process. That cannot continue to happen.
Thank you so much, Adade.
I mean, yes. Question Ben now be sir,
yeah, but about EC opening now for limited voter registration exercise.
Or run report now to say on no electoral commission.
This information available.
Or say, wabubo areas are networking. Into your person and say since time when you introduced to BVR's way. That's
2012.
I think 2012 until free 2012 BPM electoral commission any registrations our areas now boy. Electoral commission name and you said you see can until the way network works as it. This is what happens. Obia okoye adwuma bia ti se madwuma ya na me ne obo hu dawuri ya use network. Obia okoye sa adwuma no nim network a strong wo area ho. But ni refi say sa adwuma we no ye no wo electoral commission offices ne pe. One can't any in fact and how to reach areas. That's what I'm saying. So what I am saying is on country and says areas where you are designated electoral commission for new network I the bet to me say you don't know which network can go down at any time. Until the nanaka way more accurate. I change the Mahama now team in China say I no pay me sorry I miss and the momo ama obi a fairly bear 10 times on MTN. I mean me body MTN. Yes, me do cromans and me to me Sunday. Oh yeah, nana kaketo be there bi wo. The kakrebi ti aho. But the SC and say MTN could be facing challenges. And no electoral commission to say the nana kan has no control over it. Not even MTN has control over it. ABC nansen ya say say bonso bi na akɔre ahoma bi o ya say ship bi akɔte ahoma yet ya na ship kɔte na ahoma wɔ po ase mene what control do we have over it? Nothing. Until the nanaka ye far more accurate. Say yes sorry anopa ya omukodru ho na network no wɔ down kyerɛ say network ni nya adwuma wɔ ho. They are two different things. Say bi a MTN ɛyɛ adwuma wɔ ha na odi telecell baha eno nya adwuma no obi anim. And a woman, yes, I knew man so no, yes, I research in him. The Omube Yusu. Fair, the Atosum, or raising issues about the equipment, Yansha Sientem, meaning 100%. EC should put things in place. In fact, me hear reports about Yesika Swaho baby. They asked at the time and I report no moon shas yet. And they asked why.
I don't think they Kaswan Quandra.
There are areas. And when they asked why, it was this same network issue. Say, because the network is not available, the EC will only contact their service providers. Now you catch on say, "Masa, more delay and process." No, so someone will say, "Yeah, they are beyond our controller." Maybe EC will have to wait. But nyamen chadi no network came and registrations began. And no, mistakes are a free EC ntino. You can spare them that. There is no reason why we should break our backs on it. Yanka yebek to me I can say, "Maza ya 6 hours." So registration now and the to me and register nipa na wie na time no twam a 6 hours so 1 day na ye hwere ye no. And they have always done that. They've never ever relented on that. But akuna amuye dede sa recent registration na NDC for anu demu sa anu. Nipa no kra register we before a day ne eso.
Who told you?
Oh, it was so. Okuje to hon kwa na obeka say owo areas bia honum no machines na nrun tem.
In my area, people were still in line. Who told you that?
It's not time no so here.
Yes.
I'm telling you. The law says that nipa no wo line mu a man register.
We still had people. We had
what I am saying is, yeah, vote to Krana about 10 o'clock. But the EC came. The American say, say yeah, vote to who say nipa wo line. I see there be a voting Krana nipa wo line. Not 5 now. So that's not what we are talking about. You know that is not what we are talking about. So be wo line. Not time as we are talking about lost time. Say be a material amantem. BVR year 40 and now BB not time nasun. It's not so. So all I am saying is the crying wolf did not help anybody. Crying wolf Mwobia NDC is too fond of that. Munjai now electoral process now mumudi winning election no and one obi di winning. Obi we need there more problem. You see that by na mwabo look somebody was comparing Afarijan the previous time this is here. Afarijan was the only reason why we had peace was that NDC force attack on the man was not there. Every Afarijan call ye, ena we suba ye, ena omunko ye omu we some means na MPP for na fila, ena they didn't start here. They started here na ena onudi free ho, ena ask for mami your friends Jim Mensa there. Nyankopon de ejina mu ma no. In fact, now sorry I call there say now so for omo ani brebo mpa man pa. Because the mensa there we huna mane wo nkrofo ya no ensa no. BVRs are malfunction for example. Then you can blame EC. But EC for no say ya starting registration area bia man be can say omo BVRs faulty. Minyante ba.
Malfunctioning.
Yes.
No it is.
I haven't heard one.
No, it is.
I haven't heard one.
The
network issue, no, and na obia reports are matching. It was a network challenge. Nobody was saying, "Oh, and a machine now you say," and I decided, "Yeah, mukano no." Sure, Mama. Sure. Me, I know only one thing. Say electoral process, no, ni bresem. So NDC ni bring one. Sana MPP ni bring. Or I will be say an open meeting report. We say will be say yeah, but nipa eko registration center.
From where?
What's the news about that? I don't get it. But I had because say in a lot of the areas, yeah, register and for ewo your friend saying, EC office me boy. Enti nipa na ohye tokrobi mu a ese so oba na onto me ma no. Se me nim se me omo ye me party for. Enisa me ba se wo mko. Why do people create unnecessary noise?
Unnecessary noise I woka ho ase me say de be ya emma no. Eti na other parties no call say bring the registration closer to the
this
people.
This your question shouldn't be to me, it should be to the EC. But the American
no,
the American say say a ban say yen dia nhehye na ba. Me am a political party like his. My main political party now Yeni is Yakotanasi at IPAC decisions were made. Now process now starting. I will bass my people. Mahama will bass his people. So noise no muya ne keke. E distracting Crawford. So oh yes, MPP for bass. You are just trying to distract the people because you are bassing 10 times more. The Mrana say election way registration way no you see Nepal should be resident there. And I will be among for year who did na me bisa wo baby ano pay say. Diot oye adwuma wa aboso kan. O sorry by 4 no na we simu a okọ ne shop. Oba bedru fie 10. Di oye adwuma wo kantamanto, di owo mokola eni niama no. In fact ni fie more or less no e ho no da hokwa o. I say hotel man because o sorry anopa oboni o woni fufuo e wo ni dwom ho market ho. O bona pesie wo market ho odidi ho adia san okoda fie keke I say wa atu kwan akoda hotel no ebebo for na wa san asim sa nipa no ko register wo edwom ho baby a market center no na o si on free ho nti woman register why I don't get it. It's not to the NDC only. But I don't get it because nipa no residents no so also become residents pa dia. Nipa no ti dwom ho chen ifie. So all these challenges no may the answer to cure this mischief. It is not work for him. Market woman no. I also can abrantia na ana quantaman to abrantia na o trafos no. Masa dwom ho no.
Residential, what does it mean?
Oti ho. Where you call baby oti ono ti dwom. Oti dwom
don't redefine this thing.
So the aya can say who can raise issues say oh onti aboso kan nti wo mpenia. Na akwala na owo SS or by the 7th of December 90% of schools ma kwan. Schools vacate from the 15th to 20th. Nkwala be wa be di bronya wo mo e ma kwan no. Mame wo mo e ma kwan no. Sa nkwala no omo e be dey.
You have asked them to go.
That year, that time, no. Oma Akwan. So me, I have raised this issue. Say, Akwala or school, no. Me met me a friend and say, honor because 16 weeks of every 3 months. Oh, let me tell you. It's personal. Say schools, no. Emma Nkwala no. Me. You see, don't mix everything up. Say akwala bi wo ho enye nhyɛ say akwala ya pon kofie ko wu
na school you ma kwan out meet na school
omo ama kwan
me say omo ma kwan Friday
akwan ma ana say ye ma on holiday ama omo akọ
me say omo be fie Friday find out.
Okay, so if they are vacating I will have to check that. If they are vacating me ba wo ho no mo I will have to check. Sa akwala no me say ba wo school na me election ni hu hia me pa abato no hu hia me enya voter ID no nti ba abato na hu hia me na me nim say by the 7th of December na nkwala no twere exam nti on to me mafie ensa nkwa me ma na register ho wo headmaster say brefie me ka chance register ho tina school mu ho na register because ebetumi aban say between 7th and 15th na ye be ma kwan no na nkwala no twere exam nti me hia me say akwala no be vote sin say wo kofie. Enti me ba wo ho na ye say ya makwan a I am looking at 7th December ebesi dabe. But they've been designated. There are designated places for you to go and register.
Why is the school compound more important to the EC than
why are you saying that? Why are you saying that school compound?
Who say ya ma special
places? Me ba wo ho a Mema akwala na register wo ho.
E wo be bia ni school. Eye district officer na o si there.
Na school na any district e wo hin. It is a school bi wo ho no ma any space.
Obisa say anya bia school ho no. Electoral Commission a create center wo ho.
Me say, mami. There are centers all over. Schools bebre wo ho a vote here police station. Schools bebre. I'm telling you. Me I was police station chairman of New Legon International School.
Schools are center. Leaving the original center, some of the original centers.
That is my problem.
But rather going to create a new center.
Are you saying, mommy? Don't let them deceive you, mommy. Schools in your center, dada, and you allow
it is rather you are deceiving. At first, baby, I will bet true with you. That is where you go and vote. Sadly, and that's all.
A whopa bet opportunity beba say obey transfer. Opportunity baby I will register no.
What prevent the EC say obey extended a registration to the people police
I
station.
tried not to answer that. I don't work for EC, but me say me
you are the one governing the state.
So I work for EC.
No, you're the one governing.
I'm not saying you work for the EC. You don't work for EC.
So don't ask EC their question. Me, I am talking for my party. Besides EC omu question. Na me come asem. Me come me party asem. O yan EC for answer for EC. Srebu kwaku ho. So that's the point I am making. Me say me ba e wo school mu ho na school ne say onko fia I am going to weigh the office.
Okay.
Oh mami we
na ba mo mo fa say you are over time
na time a u ne o okay we dey mami and check or can about start of day report ni niama adent NDC forward any ho no. These are the reasons why we all send mami they are misleading the public. Adentina yedi yenkrofon ye from say Yeah, the agent Scott now.
Agent na my report.
Na report. You know what did the Constitution provide? What does the rules provide?
You see, what
you are better now who can't try Ghana for say start of day report you am print. What did your agent do? Omo MPs no be kwa approve money we made. Who can say we are back at say my time. Me say.
What time as so that day? Oh.
Yo go.
Madam was say
brother
me who have come is brother give you
time is not on our side. Blame game over Cecilia Dape's scandal. Probing according to AG Attorney General, probing Cecilia Dapa on money laundering is baseless and unnecessary. He told the AG told Yoko. And then another one, OSP to AG's claim says that we didn't exonerate Cecilia Dapa. And then former President Mahama also says that my government will reopen investigations into Cecilia Dapa's scandal. And then also they abba. Let's go.
But Adibi Nyame, one can Vice President DC
campaign tono.
Osi obey persons with disabilities.
Tertiary free tertiary. Yebebaho. Aye.
Because some way you want to be honest with you. Adamku dada do bina 1 year reading. And you see, as we speak, Niama Ekosono, we say.
Okay. You understand? Based on your request, let's move on to Vice President campaign tour.
Thank you.
Now he
because
says for region.
That's right.
And our campaign now starting. No, nieme be all can wasem no.
Oh, Nazira Dapa is there. Also, Nana, only me tell me say Adanku Dada. President ni cho love letter the man. I say adi we kra onim say ebe wi achi no. Enko si you know. Wakili case in answer. We did not
NPP flag bearer. More. Oh. NPP flag bearer, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia's campaign tour in Ahafo region. He says city depreciation has been lower under NPP. PWDs to get free tertiary education. And then I'm ready to serve Ghana with my heart and my energy. Nana.
Okay. Dollar. Mr. Tefi dollar. Now the ababe biye wo suku.
Adadene Mama.
Mr. T.
I beg you in the name of God.
Mr. Tefi dollar. Now the ababe wiye wo suku.
Okay.
Me di wiye wo suku amema mfoni bi afa suku bi hu.
Okay.
Na wonso wa kire wadwen wo hu bi. Se ubetumi abokra na ahwefo ehu a nke be me de pa ni adikan vice president isi say the economy is what then okay how much is the dollar Adade?
It's 30 and 14
as the last time I checked that is 14.18 thank you
14.35
see my annual calculations we what say nominal decimal and that be remember o say nominal o say ma ti so ka nominal ho and I mesumba be ka say abeya decimal mama nchiro hwe o fa difi 3 cedi 50 pesos and 3 cedi 60 pesos na ade no ko ekodu 14 a o ka boma e ya hin edu is it not times 3? Is it not times 3? Inti then nominal na oba start akika o mama nkasa nwie kura. You see sometimes no yem panyimfo no makase niema biesa bi ayire fi asase iso. Ba ko e nokware. Ghana krom ha niema biesa na edienya. Nokware no ebi ni ho. Mpanyimfo na woda ya nim na nkasa na they are not true leaders. Na fe ne etoso no. Che se u dwene ho a wonti ase. Se nokware dibia ni yem panyimfo na afa. Na sanka papa yi osoro nyame a nko nyina ho nkase dollar no oba no wa manage ne sing emiri bi atwam ne etoso ye mbisi ehun se den na ye hu ye under this current dispensation what say my president Mikotuna in the year 2020 obeka say we can bring back the economy but we can't bring back the debt and I say so be who I want to me for them. At the inti no oka asasem no onim say enye denga COVID ni twama economy no will bounce back. COVID ne bi wo ho. The answer is no. Me no ti hey no smarks ne shebi. Obi an shebi.
Answer mo sha say unity.
Ko unity wen. Hwe COVID no abed down to say is. Sabi. Say who protect who protect who you are safe. One protect who ebenyaw. That is what is happening. Inti yembe say who say after almost 4 years still we are not able to bring that back the economy, and we blame it to somebody what Fiabano over years ago. Do you know, say, as we speak, people are still attributing the hardship we are going through due to the previous administration? Then I ask myself, why all this? Eko do baby. O say, hey, Russia, Ukraine. Nipa na wo say okontokwa ne kra no. Ne sika emu ye drusin wode. Inti bisa wo say, wo na wo kase you are a better manager no. Wo management no and wo management skills no edu he. Endu ba bia. Na yem bi say wo say, anye bia vice president no o krom ha na. Just as the vice president, me hu ni say, niama ekoso wo mamu ha no ohun. Because onu wa ma ya ti ase say, ne aso ye ho no oka biribia wo mfa anya adwuma. Nti se niama ne buye de nkura na ontumi hu nkoka nkyere presidency chale president niama buye de wo ma yentete so because okoka kra wontie enu nti na ono nkasa ne pemu no rekase ohun se dollar no wa manage ni ye because on kosesa bi ohun se wa ko jira ba bi so kosesa dollar ofra no de aba nti se ya ahia o onim so say na wo wi a wo bi sa ohun se fango petrol na many adade nyina yedigu yen Manchester adaka ka ni mu no first na gallon ni eton ahin ni eton 14 cedi 50 pesos emri bi atwamo se si amene wo ka say a liter of fuel eye tumpan ba ko bi tumpan ba ko liter eye 15 cedis na tumpan anan ene fa na ye 1 gallon inti ahin na obebu agum na be ye 1 gallon it's not almost about 70 to 80. Na uwie we nyina we say you've been able to manage the economy well. Me pacho pa. Say asemfufuru bi wo ho. Na say vice president be mayatia o mayenti. But for me hu biribi afufuru. Niama na ekoso ni nyina ye niama eye dedaw.
Okay.
Na we say obeye president sabe persons with disabilities. What do school pom ana universities ana tertiary institution ubemo work and then scholarship. Oh mama bia ma me pacho
wrong
me pacho abofra no Sophie class 1 no akotua ko do class 6 odi ho wi ansa wako university JHS na so class 1 na oni book or class 1 na teaching and learning environment no enye conducive enough ebe ni so nsuade ana so mema ni nsuade hwe in Ghana nka me hu inu wo hu nka aban akwa aban abanyina no they will keep an eye on some selected secondary school they accept persons with disability, but these schools are worse simply because say obi a blind na oko secondary school say ni road ni nya the blind student is in trouble. Say caveta ewo school honomu enye conducive enough for them to learn, they will not even have the edge to continue the education now, obeying free in the tertiary. And so you say, those secondary schools, how are their roads? A typical example is Okwapman Secondary School. I am quoting Okwapman Secondary School as a case study because that is the school a bango tisu ko jina hokesi free SHS mediaba. Mami biama sa ushe Okwapman Secondary School accepted blind students, and over the years when you talk about blind students Oma excel in Ghana, most of them pass through that school. Look at their roads, Mami biama, and yes Obi say these are the roads. These are the roads. Now say if you have David, you see,
so where na easy kwa mu fa kota ngusuma mo
Mami biama ne yan cover ti kakra hwe. You see, Debio, no be fan no diako. Oh, but you see, sometimes what can when we hear Kasem now brush us and this and my flown in Koyi because
on the microphone off.
Baby, I would pronounce who flagship program. And come me who you know, Nanka even Akwanga Echo school when in Akranka by this time, Yagusukota, a pentua whitewash woman, or why fita. Now Obi Namuha, or say school ya kono. Made me mabebaha because I had a president tijinai. You see, because for the purposes of history, as I say, a bang or tisui, or a trademark beer. Obi obebe ya because say aha na president tijinai. No pronounce free SHS. They say people are enjoying. Going forward, I will plead or I will urge the vice president say, look, ye here and say ye fata. Mofrana, upesa usha on tertiary institution, no, they have to pass through the basic. They have to pass through the secondary before they get there. What is the conditions in which they found themselves when they attend some of these schools? The condition is not conducive enough for teaching and learning. Inti yabasre say mori campaign promises na muntu ana mombi ni ehu say matumi aye bribia mu begina so ana matumi ehuru wo no na mo huru wo no prekope esa wo huru na say wo konkosi from the other end obey den akasa enu nti na me say many problem when you want to implement scholarship programs at tertiary institutions. But let's look at the persons with disabilities now. The conditions they find themselves before they can be able to get to where you want to make them free. Make it free here and make it conducive enough for them to enjoy. Send beya so one nama one kuma beto one yem say menam baby say de bibia rikoye one lab one baby wosu ade ne ade nyina akoye ma sabe bibia akoye uko school for the deaf uko school for the deaf niema nkoye school for the blind nanu ya na odum fi bia on adum no abaye one school gate but yembi say what is the conditions in there aban say worika secondary schools aya ubo no neglect sa special schools na ese se wo twa won ni hwe no na se wokoso a ebua na enu nso bedi mu a meje me di se obi impo impaired in any aspect of his life he would like to further his or her education because when him say baby or onam bia no onam kwampaso.
Thank you mama
mesha ase wo the supposed promise for people with disability. Mesre journalist say Alhaji Baomia ashase repeat wia promises of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And this is one of it. This is one of it. I wish I don't discuss it because normally when you discuss akwese the honor what na se adwene ho ama ho promise and for which we are discussing, but this promise a promise made by the NDC in the year 2020. And met me actually okoyen 2020 manifesto mo .726 tertiary education page 74. Yes, see, provide free tertiary education for persons with disability. Black and white. Inti a promise His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and please forget. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ashe people with disability say oba make sure say wa ohun akakakra o fall under the disability bracket no. Say o call tertiary institution, say ye university, say ye polytechnic, say ye nursing training, and as a teacher trainee you won't pay anything. Ubekoni free. John Dramani Mahama promise. Nti Ghana ni bia utie mi bia unfortunately unia oba and as a umpo fall within that bracket utie mi no. John Dramani ama sa boshe no say oba 2020 okaye. Unfortunately when timi enni nkunim. It is still relevant and he is still promising say Yakopon ya dum na ya to abama no. No oso afnemu 7th January 2025 wow falling within that bracket as disability biano irrespective of tertiary institution obekono free. This particular promise munkoshe uko online impoa the ones attributed to Baumia is indicating 2024 mami ma online publication Ghana Web Tuesday 27th October 2020 I will make university tuition free for disabled John Mahama. Into adi okan in 2020. No be can in there. How do we discuss and attribute it to him?
But some 2024 must say what 24-hour economy.
But 24-hour economy who has promised? No 24-hour economy no. Why now promising? Yen 20 please. Yen 2020 manifesto still had the 24-hour economy in it. Go and check. Just that young couch in the 24-hour economy. What we said was that you're running 3-shift system. Do you get me? And you know, as part of policy proposal, as our couch, no looking that simple. They say 2020 na catch fire. Thank God, 2024. That is the game changer. And that is what is coming to rescue Ghana from this economic woes. Any youth be a winner juma and your catch on say 24-hour economy no will give you job to do. Into that issue of disability, ya the maba he should go and think. If he thinks say disabled people here free tertiary education, they've been in power and they are still in power. All trying them. I didn't see on your vice president.
So on a vision or they ban.
But Nanado say, on no we are seeing Yansan in our own team. Or sure the
on baby.
Violation. I can give you specifically. Violation. Yes, I'm telling you, go and check. Violation or kind. Or continue CPS or kind. But as proud to the I also was one by election. And I kind. Or sure the Nagini and all the Ebu or mine. So what are you telling me? They can't choose and pick. Ghana problem is as a result of the incompetence Baumia. Minko on CD. You see, I think say Mama recently my lecturer be taking me through how to remove a president and a vice. And one of it is that those who say Mampeni and as an abedi chain adwinim kan kakra utimi petition. Who petition speaker the back for my chief justice. No ma set medical board. No ma share ni team. I think I have to take it upon myself now. Me petition speaker because me who say Mampeni abedi chire the way all kasano I want to think say all is not well with him because and yeah no me call the issue of exchange rate. How on earth now obia in 2016 who catch there and say former President Kufuor eja exchange rate of $1 to 1 cedi 20 pesos. At the NDC are buying. Ye be fear ben one so according to them now ye jan 1 cedi 36-38 Ghana cedis. That is what they told us. So and almost say you're moving from 1 cedi 20 pesos. And they are 3 cedi 60 pesos. No, it's as a result of incompetence. Me take it, me say diamoka and mikoti. Go and check. Here, it is said. The question is that say ye connect 3 cedi 60 pesos, as they said. None de mandiama ube so mu 3 cedi 60 pesos. Now they are called 14 Ghana cedis. I now the account. I will do both nominal and percentage for you. The nipa movie from 3 cedi 60 pesos. Now they call 14 cedis. We adding more than 11 Ghana cedi. And I'm close to 11 Ghana cedis to rate. Inti actually say about nominal figure. About nominal figure. Alaji Baumia ntimi nka nkyere yen say obi a offer ni fee 1 cedi 20 edi call 3 cedi 60 or the only 2 cedi 60 pesos e kan ho na say 2 cedi 40 pesos e kan ho no as against wow only close to 11 Ghana cedi e kan ho no you have done better than the person on the nominal figure. Now yen call percentage wise say obi fa cedi from 1 cedi 20 pesos. No, they call 3 cedi 60 pesos. Almost 300% increment. Ana me boa mama. Se ni panso fa 3 cedi 60 pesos. No, they call 14 cedi 35 pesos. He has added almost 400% to it. So how on earth now tell me say about nominal figure you don't match what John Mahama did. About percentage wise, you have performed worse than what John Mahama did. Now go jina sim PSwa. Then the only thing you say is what manage the CD better than the elsewhere John Mahama administration. Better me bisa me say. So is that the Baumia doctor they sold to the people of Ghana? And away a different Baumia. Maybe sir, where you the same Baumia and away a different Baumia. Or say Ghana today is better than Ghana under John Mahama. I think say Nana collaborate with me. We will petition the speaker because all is not well with the vice president. I'm telling you. Simple metrics. Under John Mahama time, na cement bag back you're saying 35 pesos. And the cement you're told to close
35 cities and 35 pesos.
Sorry, 35 cities. And then you're told baby 100 Ghana cedi. Under John Mahama na fango gallon you're saying. Now is it 16 or 20 cities? And then fango and 60 70 Ghana cedis. Anameboa. Me no ka say under John Mahama time, not debt to GDP, 56%. And the debt to GDP, and I'm close to 80%. Me no ka say bisa won say, na auto gari olon ka say. Na auto paracetamol say. No, kanina say na auto no, and ande say na auto no. Bisa won say emu 5 kilo na say na auto no. I don't milk na say na auto no. Pure water man bia ma onum na say na auto no.
Me no pure water pacho.
Onum dey. My last point na me the man no share onim say under John Mahama time. Say on top pure water bag back wa. Na you turn 1 cedi 50 pesos. Say okay. Eno na you wo pure water back 30 and a shame. And then the same pure water bag and you turn under John Mahama 1 cedi 50 pesos no. And then ukra sa 1 cedi 50 na o the top only 3 pieces. So person o top bag say ukra 7 cedi, 8 cedis, 9 cedis. 10 say your brands. Nti me boy fi 7, 8, 9, 10. Ebi put on 11 cedis. More than 500% increment. So how on earth if Baumia and the MPP will be Ghana for? Maybe obejina simpie subiana e chaupa and that's what they pay Ghana for chow. But not for him to continue to insult us because Ghana today is worst in the history of this country. And that is why I say Ghana mebunubia to something go and register 7 December. We must speak against this government and vote against them.
Thank you so much.
My phone near table no. My first one, first line, US dollar no. In person, you see, when you are just talking and
6 May 2024,
6 May
US dollar, Ghana cedi, buying and selling, buying here 13 cedis, 4641, and are selling 13 cedis 4775.
Mpacho me da se wadaroma memre ne ko fama me
we black market
oko 3.6 mami come and say always to me time I am this is what obia kotu ni wo babia de obebo Bank of Ghana rate mami the okake Ghana forces here no Okotu as at the time okay say yeah read nomination for Ghana ha no ura 4 pencil na you can say the value is the same na you can say dollar no cry room be na Ghana cedi no enya ho den chen dollar na Ghana cedi no there be we no omokuku niama de gu online and no nam no mo
Forest Bureau
no Coast Forest Bureau
adadem pacho you have
mami that owura kufo ebe free so no na sika no de osisa na boarding pa na ye 1.2 Owura Mahama ene ne boss omu be fa Ghana no from 1.2 Omo be free so na there osisa no for no na 4.6. They like quoting the 3.
No, you are lying.
Google it and show it to mommy. Don't quote NDC figure. Take Bank of Ghana. I just Google.
No, Google.
Mami come as a movie. Mami come make me the mano. Mami come as a movie.
You had your time, so let me also have it.
Say obefan 1.2 to 4.6 no. Or the 400% wa multiply no by 4 and now san 2 year nso mienu and or the ma Ghana for wa multiplied at the 400% and na or the ma Ghana for or the man na Dankwa Akufo-Addo any owura ba omiam na onu ankasa ne papa Mahama any ni finance minister akachre Ghana for say yan ya renam na mana to dompe na dompe ni abubom to the extent say Ghana ehia buburo na aduane kakra ye di no mo age free ensem ye nkwala omo wo training college no mo say allowance no ye ntumi ntua. That was the economy you gave to Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Now ye wo backlog of fuel I started short to Ghana ha na sika kakra ye di bebo man no bra de bi ni ho na ye pa IMF chow say mama ye 900 million no ye will be back pocket money. Unfortunately, that was the economy you handed over to Nanado. Nanado beji ye no. O manage kurana kakra. Even say ya oni nana nyina omo ani abre omo ka say Ghana for ento abama Mahama because Mahama ya de che Nanado. From 4.6 to 13. Yanya multiply no miensa o. 2 point something mean can say ya de pa, let me tell you. Me background your finance. There be a me catch obi say uko Japan any sa nkuro eti sa na omu produce no America for aye de omu betimi nyina Chinese for say yen currency no enye den da. Yen pese be ye den ebe kosoro. Chinese for mpe, Japan for mpe. Do you know why? Japan for ye Toyota ye cars send all over the world. Send currency no hu ye den dodo ani niam no bo be den. America for ni omu say ye nya china. So always when I am arguing, me can say the strength of the currency is not necessarily me can say nya depa, but it's not necessarily adia ehia kesi pa. Every country that wants to stabilize its economy, produce and export and cut down on imports. Simple. Yeah. Sanunti na mo afere no. Eno nti na musu no sa nyama ni nyina egu tracker no so nti na mo ani to every mu no. Then what is happening is say adwuma na afa na ehase adwuma no cause na say ya sibi ya bibia nyama say ya no ya bia de me pesa Ghana 40 ase ni say ba omia de okokan ya no maami and this is for a person omo distract here or say me ye better chain owura Mahama ya mienu na ye ko gina ho amamu ato ye so aba omo mienu nie under NHIS under the NDC na NHIS nipa say na egusu and nipa say na egusu na ba ni say na won't say hospitals doctors private hospitals air cost strike say NHIS bill na under Mahama every day who on news mu na nkrofo you see NHIS bill because Mahama ntumi ntua adenti na ene obi amekun santokwa. That's under health for the first time in the history of Ghana. President has sticking the neck out say every district must have a hospital. Sadia nunkuwa me say Nanado simu 20 na when to me and we kura nyame behira no. The reason being that for the first time Ekurasi district a Krom district obi adwene wo mo hu Ghana ni a wo Ekurasi Nanado adwene wo hu say enye kura no nya district hospital baako enye so de nano na aka wa committee a bebre ya wie ebi ya ba be commission under the same health sesi amene o ka say a nurse for aye kwa akotete wo mo ama aba behwe ye motafo for aye friends aye Ghana say ehia for any mobrofo obi ko school o baba beboa allowance kakra ye de boa no na watimi akọ school na ye nya nurse for bebre wa adwuma mu no John Dramani Mahama say obayi allowance na free ho na wo ho akire na uba na jai school eni anka mento abama no he didn't do it Nanado aye mami kantra mami ti onsuru mu kura COVID buy under health I haven't moved to education yet. I'll move to education under health COVID buy ye ano a doctor for a nurse for yes mo amu boa ye nuanom no ama omo ho ato wo mo no ye be ma mo extra allowance ye di ma wo mo Nanado can say Ghana need doctor bia upesa ukoye postgraduate study. Ewo Ghana ha enya manone so ukoye na abrochira afa eno de yen sikasa. Be ukoye no Ghana ha nko ade a ono na Dankwa Akufo-Addo obetua kamene ukasai. Everybody doing postgraduate study doctor ewo Ghana ha Nanado tua. Besides free SHS ni nyama media gu nchen. Under health pe. Now come to education. It is the same Baumiana or any boss Nanado eye adwuma no. And obeka kire o say basic F cube the NDC forecast progressively free no. F cube basic no until Nanado beba no basic and they were basic 9 no your friend JHS 3. Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo pe any man penny a waba since 1992 I see basic no ya move no nko SS because basic no we JSS a ye mfa wadwuma ye per security a ye see SS ye per soldier ye see SS ye per police ye see SS ye per bia ye see SS enti ye move basic ni free JSS ni na we JSS a ye per watchman kura ye mfa wo no enko SS na SS no so ye nya ni free enti me ne wo kasai under education SS ni ye free. A teacher ni obetua ne ka na John Dramani Mahama aba betwa na allowance mu na do se ko school me metua wo ka metua obusumi akatua na fa hwa wo school na fa bra bebo amenua onuanom. Look, this is under education. Just STEM schools me tro wa ha se hwe obi ani ho obeba on Mambesi school on Mambesi hospital ene na wo feli poto ti say John Dramani Mahama. But osa nkrofo na omo wagya wo mo akire na maame onima dia ya reho wa asemo America no. NDC for free omo hu bibi a ye friend social democrats. Social democrats say a party a ono dwen omanfo no ho. Chen omanfo na nkasampo. Omo ye ka kire wom say adwen bone ne atrimodin a modi abogana for mombo ade ba ko amo aya abogana fo nyina. Bo ba ko pe omo ntumi ambo bepim na amene wo kasai. Omo ntumi mo ba ko. Say, Nyama uya ebua Ghana ni here ni ti say NHIS, ti say free SHS, ti say feeding for schools. Here ni anya Mahama nomne ne boss a omuti VAT chi aye twi wo mu fo ni bio. De oye ni bi ba o te ekura se ti say na maame na make catch offer say me mekura se na lorry kwan na o kan no na ebi ni o me nante na ko school na me she coat na me de te hey. The on me TV so no. Me so make mano brofo we say because obi committed to ensure that I am in school. Sure, meka Mahama otihui. Wa betna South Haiti abe ono ni wura John Dramani Mahama. Haruna, anyone more eka hono. They benefited from Northern Scholarship. Under John Dramani Mahama, Northern Scholarship, omu to school mu 14 times. That is somebody who is not thinking about the ordinary Ghanaian. Because or your beneficiary, he should have been interested. Or your so called boassa enough for and or this other. Your culture contain 10 million. These are things that you cannot talk about. And Okasa, when he's speaking about the economy, and this is to me kasa about economy. Are you sure? Are you not ashamed, Mommy? Oh, Mommy kasa. O say ye, Okacha o say ye no jai. Mommy fa we ntwato. Na the American e wo no so for abrobe. Say ya me ni wo kasa yi. Ah ye koye ni. And this is for say muntu abama ye. Na ye ka kire Ghana for say. Nipa na obeji dompe. I never man nam kakraba dompe ne ho no ene de ye di nam ma na ore man ka dompe no why not deserve say ye beto abama no o say oh me endi wa ha say wo say ba omi akwa kan wo ba bi so obehwe yen obehwe wo mu a omo di dem wo mu a omo di dem obehwe wo school tertiary school na mami de wa read the wuro no dade no o se odi aba no be yim nisimu a wo ne ji achinje wa hwa free SHS wa ma doctor for co school free wa ma student loan say ye di Ghana card na ji student loan bibi biara e fa school hu no wa ye atra o say no ye nuanu mo edi dem so ye ma o minim sa NDC ni be kan say on to me enye yi because the onim kan no the otumi ye me
Gaja yi kushima yino wani me kona me waja shon.
Yeah, was your phone and the discussions in United States that I say and come Mammy and Casamino Abema, Nana Kwame or say Adade Godwin Mahama Nana into Emrichi. Madarumana we almost spare me their time to discuss a lot of issues at Ecoso Maymo. The telephone lines are not one more. I'm 0302243540 0302243540 0302243540 0302243540. Hello, good afternoon.
Fine afternoon, Mami Biama Hofakafo.
Nebajo yanko.
Wow, this your Ruboni. Mpacho Mami Mpacho Wadaroma. Fatima Bubaka, Information Minister, Mami, Babibia Obian, Mami Papa, Yamisano. Robert Lam to Kumkom, Madina, Yamisano. Mami, Matwa make an say. Media, Mete. And if I be Bunya or Ghana, ever far and Martin. MPP one, one year, who no young essay, and nay, why you want to my be quite, and at the end, and some good can. I buy a 2024 me and that Raonia. I want to do in the second of Muti. Who want people move? And people, yeah, when you're your third minister. Third minister, oh, yeah, I didn't know you're the Bagana. As a Afro-Franto. Are you a quality of 2 years from not Afro-Franto? And my family.
Medasipi. Hello, good afternoon.
Maybe I'm asking the cow.
And counsel for Bibia Bako, dear. It's you.
Brother, MPP no Kasaru. And Wakasim Papa. This is communication. Tanya Kasa, Wahuna, NDC, Atolabina, almost me, Baumia Sembo Kayan. There's no way who person who can who out to Ghana. Who person who can crowd, but not cafe. Never could follow by 1 year fee. Now this needs me beer and Lucas, Munchi idea about MPP Bamuye. You see, Semi BPI for me, Bekamoko Botema. Namoko share sports complex, I see what. Now call Rich Hospital now. I see what did another Mama Kosi this year. I see animal. Now, say that my brother and canon, share my Yama. Me, and this is for Mukasa, me who is saying, Nipa, where my hippa ye, a Fufanto. A Fufanto, Nipa will wrong. Nipa, Pony for pa, to be a Mitiso Mukasami, Bukraft. Obit, so bit say Abuabia Sawa. Who by year MP, on the name of MPP, and also the MPP.
Medasipi. Hello, good afternoon.
Mami Soja.
Achodi ni baby afrefi yanko. Nana, I'm a would line no munya crowd. But you'll come again. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello. Hello, ma'am, I'm to say.
I'm here to move, but you need to be afraid. You, yanko, it's you.
And big Joe Piso. Yeah, I hear on a book where free. If Jano Papa Pasalas set the English among group. And yeah, it is possible. When you say baby. Mambiama, let's say Ghana for say. MPP party. Tauka se party almost young phone is Kapuma, a MPP party. Former President John John Mama. Bra or your president, Ghana for party one. Our because the wild Namna Kado Peno, Ghana Fusuno, or so do your young fluency on Tobia. Or see Yana Maya Kadumpe, send another Pupado, Shadow Katamata Canto. Say, Nemo, you're not doing Casse, or many Madu, or say, a woman so many my then, I think. Last year, go to do Emma, Master, Master Ghana for say, not double Pupado. Nema Wayam or many, dedication or their bus. Stand so good to see, hospital so good to see. I am only at other back. Who say Buddha Jane and Tiato, he must say, oh, now but Jan Yama, and now the Dango Kupa the Wayaso. Now, former President John John Mamadi, obeyed the attempts on Tobiano, only better about my new. Master, I am Alan and go for the I am friend by ye. Allah, what by your minister? I did the echo to a back.
ayi fa balance so nyaya agoba ka to fi no na
Medase pi. Hello, good afternoon.
Yama.
Epa chodi ni baby afrefi.
Collins ni me di we pie emu ewo amamole ewo Ganof municipal obeti na friend Tabro. No. I'm chia Dr. Ham incoming member of parliament to go consider. Ini aba share ye ekufo ka send bi emrebi. Send ye ni se petre na wo go ye pro. Wasi she wasi trim neto aba. Yama Ghana ni bio wa asase we so ye ready. Asana dwin. Dida. Ni aka ne de e refreshment. And ye catch no because na fitremu anything 2016 say you know ositie eto edilija enene eno no de koto na ba en kane na doko te sen ni ye ton petrol sen ni ye ton iron rod sen ni ye ton cement sen eno ko hwe no wato na ba o enye facility ya ne mame. No way.
That's it. Area was for honey a day, Jumadini in Abesie. Asadaka Sankoma production crew, Jordan Yadomak Jero Saj, my free man, and I are Safo. Wadaro Manobomi Chidoma, we enemy Jumedia breast. Edia Sedini Kabema Kunlugana Limited, Wadaro Mobo Chidom. Sorry, Sola Michael Babaje Janwa G and Tatadi KO FIE. Medin Edema may be a makwa for betting me a friend, maybe I'm the one. What am did you, my dear Huchiame, free don't call a 2 more BC no 9 emu. Pero bibia or J Bretty, ya quite free, yes, and the message, me do be a say. Yame, I do my dia wadame no beside ye, she am a crowd.